Just a quick cheeky test, 1, 2, 3. We are going live out on Twitch and YouTube this evening for PLH Pro League Hub. We've just got under 17 minutes on the clock. We'll be doing a best of 6, but I'll see you guys in 2 minutes. A couple of videos coming up, a few tunes, and we'll have a look at some of the action replays, but I'll see you guys shortly.
There's no easy way to say it, babe. It's gonna hurt you no matter what. I've been trying to find a way, spent a couple dozen days.
Just a quick volume tester as well, 1, 2, 3.
Just let me go, let me go, let me go. It ain't working no more. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Baby, just stop holding on and take it from me. You will feel better, you will feel better. It's hard to believe. You will feel better, you will feel better, baby. There's no need for a fight. Just repeat after me when I tell you goodbye. Give it 3 weeks, you will feel better, better without me. Better without me. Please don't make this any harder, babe. Please don't make it harder than it already has to be. No, no, whoa. Wipe those tears out of your eye. We both need a different life, so don't beg me not to leave. No, just let me go, let me go, let me go. It ain't working no more. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Baby, just stop holding on and take it from me. You will feel better, you will feel better. It's hard to believe. You will feel better, you will feel better, baby. There's no need for a fight. Just repeat after me when I tell you goodbye. Give it 3 weeks, you will feel better, better without me. Better without me. Don't need a doctor just cause you lost me. Don't need to open the wine. No medication, antidepressants. All you need is time. No communication, ringing me on FaceTime. Baby, I ain't picking up. And next time you see me, you'll be completely glad that we broke up. Take it from me, you'll feel better, you'll feel better. It's hard to believe. You'll feel better, you'll feel better, baby. There's no need for a fight. Just repeat after me when I tell you goodbye. Give it 3 weeks, you'll feel better, better without me. 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 Get my lungs in the afterglow, in the afterglow. Solace is composed in the afterglow, in the afterglow. Reveries unfold in the afterglow, in the afterglow. Never letting go of the afterglow, of the
Test, test, test. Oh, what a big raid. Thank you very much, Tickleton, for raiding. Big shout. Obviously, this evening, yesterday I was with those boys in the mates.gg. This evening, though, we are with the PLH, the Pro League Hub. Nah, I know why you boys are not in it. I know I selected it. I actually had the pleasure of casting you boys yesterday, but we have a super stacked lobby again. It is another PC scrim. It is the Pro. It is the elite of the elite when it comes down to excluding some of the other teams that are in here for the EU. But enough of that said, we are going to jump straight in. It's going to be over towards Miramar actually for our first game. And as I said, we've got best of 6. I'll see you guys in 2 seconds. Here we go, everyone. It is PLH on Tuesday. I'm Mark Power, and this is Elite Esports EU. Helps if I actually stick the right logo on, which I can fix that very quickly. Flight path, though, is actually coming from a northwest all the way down towards I could say southeast. It's not a bad flight path. So look, take it as it is. Can't complain, can't moan. Most teams, I'm just looking at Discord. I can see that they have I suppose the primary drop zones that they are looking for in and around for Miramar. As I mentioned, it is best of 6 this evening, so that does mean that we are going to have, I suppose, what is it, tighter game with this one. It does favour sort of top side, right? So the guys are going to have to figure out what they want to do there. And obviously work their way in and around of this one, but hey, play is done. We've got 15 seconds though. It is going to be up for grabs. I just clear the last little bit of it, and it is Google Sheets main page, and it is game number 1. They're not game number 6. There we go. So plane is done. Flight path though with that northwest down towards the southeast actually does favour on the east hand side. Does have an element of water, but I'm a bit concerned now because we've got so much on that sort of I suppose that east hand side, that heavy rock there, and it's going to cause some major problems for some teams. El Hazard, I think, will be a major centre of attention. All those hills on the north side of that as well, I think, will be key. Now, I mean, Gibson, we mentioned this quite a lot anyway. So, obviously, we have, I suppose, we have the element of that. We've seen loads and loads of these, generally speaking, and with that, it does offer so much. We've got the cities, which we know it does pull back, especially Cruise Develop at the moment. And we are on the private servers, so there is a little bit of a telltale sign. But we have to obviously watch because it can play back onto that adjacent site. Sleep Dodgers, though, they're going to go at it first. It's both them and Narvin. Welcome back. Happy New Year, Narvin. First time for me casting you guys this side of 2023. Guys, you guys smashed it last year, so I'll be keen to see what you can do. But it looks like you've got Sleep Dodgers, though, dropping down. It was quite rare, if I'm honest, for teams to hit each other out. But we are getting close towards the start of the season, the lift-off, so to speak. So, hey, let's go with it. Sleep Dodgers, though, do sit on one side. They are pretty tight, though, in the compound. The unpushables always becoming a bit more of an issue, a bit more of a centre of attention. RB do hold. Sleep Dodgers, I think, got the benefit of the split, but with the split does come to the disadvantage that if they do receive a knock, it could also cause them. Sleep Dodgers need to pick them apart. Na'Vi gets a knock, they get the ability to move out and round. Any Q though, you can see the bottom of the map. He's lurking on that south side of minus here. Teams are working their way down. Do like what NEQ is doing, as he is over the top here. You can see he's actually having to check behind him. To try and work the way. It looks like we're getting an additional fight as well. DA, they've gone straight towards the Penguins. They've picked one of them up, and looks like Otto's mix though. They do relocate across that sort of east hand side, but right on top of Rose. You see this normal rotation here from Otto's mix, and they do like to come in. Otto's mix, you saw him just come into play there. That PL8 ES test. They're going to have to start working their way down. Massive disengagement now as they do crash in. Stuff though is finding himself. He's going to be right on top of them if I do pap to him. Looks like the boys are now coming back. Nice ankle as Dub will hold. Otto Mix though has been doing well. Shots over. Getting pushed now as Dub has to retreat back slightly. Shotgun in hand. Sword off, baby. Oh! GG's. Do get him down quickly. Rest of the boys now might disengage. They are further out. Otto is down. It looks like our mixed team is going to be out on the retreat. Team's now moving through. Let's have a quick look though. So, bigger picture. I go back to obviously this is own section itself, right? So, with this type of zone, as I say, offers the cities, offers the high ground, low ground, dips, crevices, pans, everything in between, and we know it plays back here. So, Otto's Mix, who has lost to. I'm gonna try and hold. It's just. Marbo, watching the stream early on, he was getting the practice in. Nade over the top. See if Marbo lets the car go. Otto's Mix now on the retreat. Daz takes a Eddie back. Trying to play back. Okay, most of the teams are in or making their way in now. Caught more teams though pushing their way back over. We do tune back in with Sleep Dodgers. Na'Vi have extended out. Mel is down here. Example trying to play. Although taking the long distance. SRM do take the high ground here on that sort of north side. Continue to work here. Obviously, I suppose this is where we see the difference, right? So with Sleep Dodgers being split and Na'Vi unable to get the angles they needed, the moment they're going to split out the Goddies, it's downside. But the advantage Na'Vi had though was they had the numbers pretty close and stacked together. So it's all well and good. Right, having a quick look though. SRM though, they do take the high ground. Sleep Dodgers go receiving a bit of heat from them. SRM, they're going to take away their vehicles now. Not a bad shout, really, if I'm honest. Going to try and hold his zone. Will push up. Twisted Minds now moving in. Pretty much, I think they are the last team in. DA with that long rotation round. They did take one of the Penguins. They're down now. So last evening, though, we were with the mates.gg. Obviously, this evening we are with PLH Pro League Cup here. Okay. Miramar can always be a little bit boring on the beginning of things. Interesting movement here. Because DA, though, pushed very, very heavy on the east. And a team that sits very much on the outside, like After All, I mean, I'd be surprised that they've got a team coming their way. The Ado lurking by After All. I'm trying to play their way down. Yeah, again, sneaking their way past us. They do take the outside. It's a different play for them. They normally will stay on that north side and work their way down. We are going to experience, though, the next shift of zone. After All, as I mentioned before, they do like to sit on the outside. They want to get on the outside of the edge of blue, and they like to move in. They like the controlled section of the game. Oh, you don't want to be caught up here. Taking a slight hit. Oh, that's a big shift. So recently, and I'll tell you why I think that's a big shift. Recently, a lot of the stuff that's happened around the sort of Cruise de Verre, so we've seen a lot more teams, though, pitching themselves up on that north side. DA clearly got something or some knowledge that we don't. Starting to move their way down. That's zone shift, though. Solo will be happy here. Looks like going for that junk card. The Hell with a big split. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. The dip in the middle of the valley will be an interesting play. As well, Die now coming up northwest corner. Toxic will be doing the same, as the Penguins will be out on the outside. Room for improvement, though. AA, who we aren't in with the moment, question mark, all need to get in. So going to be quite tight. How, though? Massive, huge split. And I kind of fear that, especially with they've got a 2-1-1 approach. If a team like Twisted Minds comes in, they're going to catch him live. Twisted Minds, though, looks like they are going for the full send here. Yeah, do get JBN. Solo, though, on the defense now. Twisted Minds get turned around slightly, as I think a lot of people will be looking for a new home now. Otto's Mix, though, do play BBL now, leaving their compound to try and find. Rose, though, do come back towards their section. They do take a bit of heat. Will Die again. They extend their way in. SRM just causing some issues here. They've had the higher ground. They've not had to shift as the zone comes back towards them. So it really favours them. How, though, getting away with that kind of that 2-2 here. And looks like BBL, who are lurking out towards our Otto's Mix, do get caught slightly. Oh. Long distance tab, though, do come in. Room for improvement, though, do wrap all the way around, and that long distance shots do come in, so they'll be looking for the first now, as should now pick up the BBL player. That should be the first point on the board for them. Will Die then try and hold Rose, though. Might find PCS, though, laying down low. Is that going to try and hold some cover here? Shots though do come through. Rose do get picked up. PCF though holding out the garage as best they can. Rose though do have a split on him. I don't know if they're going to be able to get their player. Umpire game. Laying some shots down. Those are extended onto the other side, so they should be able to stop the first, but not quick enough though. They do go down and out. Just demise. Shifto does come back. They've lost a few. So that is a clear blip. That is some PUBG cover and a half as Lou sends himself down. Avoid any nades as Solo do work their way out for him. Solo pushing back now. Cal, that's where the tighten up they need. That zone shift though, I think that commitment from them was enough to go, hey, need to push back here. Sleep dodges though, dodge duck and dive now. Solo do control them, and after all, after coming very, very high up, going very low, and that's going to be hard. They're getting caught out on the rotation there. I actually really like how After All play. They've definitely found their comfort how they play. Solo receiving some damage back now from Sleep Dodgers, so bit of a justice back, should we so speak, as a bit damage exchange there. After all, continue need to work around. After losing 2, they find themselves in a bit of a dip, but will be clean. BBL, they've lost one obviously early doors, and to try and get the meds on us again, they do hold out. You might find these 2 will fight it out and kind of get left alone from some of these other teams, especially where the action will happen above them. PCF though will be able to get a visualize on, same as we see how, if they want to look back this way, as how did leave this section. Most are now kind of tying in. To try and hold out. I think they're going to lose their vehicles and pray for another zone. Room for improvement. I also question where they're going to land up now. So they do come in on this sort of east-hand side of zone. It's a very, very fine line as they do descend the depths of Miramar. Question mark, though, under a lot of heat. Also, as room for improvement do scour the top side. And question mark do go down. Rose holding themselves down, and again after losing one. Room for improvement, unable to get up. Over the top here. Toxic go down. As Penguins do take them. Don't forget, Penguins did lose one to DA. Early doors. Rose will pick up our Otto's mix in a moment, and some will question why we've got a mix in. It's just to answer obviously that one there. Otto's mix though, it has the account so we can get ourselves in the private server. So Otto, the man himself, unfortunately that boys are down and out. So 14 teams now still remain as BBL will continue to hold their compound. JBN just on the other side, and we'll try and wait. Its own shifts back down towards, so we've had a bit of a backwards forwards, bit of a ping pong, should we say, of that zone. After all, unfortunately, going down a team, which I mentioned before, they do love sitting on the outside of the zone. It's where they kind of... You see them get away from the early zones. 1, 2, 3, they're trying to hold, and they come alive. Especially, this is where we would see After All really coming alive. But with that zone shift, didn't really help them out. A lot of teams now struggling to survive, so to speak, in the middle. DA, they do take one of the junkers. NEQ gets the knock. Everyone's getting knocked back, so they should be able to get that res on if needed. Can't get around the... cars. I expect the boys to be able to res this one. We want to stick 2 man up there as U2 might come forward. How? So they push themselves back in towards Junkyard. They're going to continue to hold, and unfortunately 13 teams and 41 players on the outside, really a huge majority of them are, and they're going to have to get caught. Penguins on 4 kills. Final player now. Looks like their kill is going to get stolen. Just in time, picks it up, but SRM though ends the Penguins after that one. So another point on the board for them. 5 points. Will die down to a 2 man. Before I speak too soon, down to a 1 man. Exchange backs and forwards. It's phase 4. As they're opting now not to go for the res. I think that might be the right play. As is happening from Rose, so we do have some time. The car is further back. Phase 4 will chunk, and yeah, I'm going to have to get running here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see one or die try and take the shot. Ooh, just out of sight on that one. So Zone and Miramar help him, but SRM, who have been the high ground for quite some time, yeah, have a knock on the board. That's 4 kills now. Soon to be 5 if they can get this confirmed. They do. That's 5 kills on the board, so all under one roof here, and SRM relying, getting on the shoulders. Z next, as he does put the 5th kill on the board for his team. SRM now gonna hold the outside. They're doing the right thing and room for improvement. Obviously did try to get towards that south side, but they got turned back around, and Solo get actually knocked by his own car. Try and hold Sleep though, gonna cause some problems. Does room for improvement, not able to move forward here. It is a very much a fair party. South side very much fair party now at the moment. So Sleep Dodgers though do firm on the outside. SRM though now trying to pick up the kills. Rose, final player for them. Remember is on the hold, gets shot in the back, does get one, but unfortunately for him, he does go down and out. Bit of a madhouse here. BBR trying to get themselves out. They have lost one. Interesting though that we do have Twisted Minds. They're still alive. DA just on the inside as well. Solo need to work what they do is NEQ lurking for his first kill now. Room for improvement. Solo down. That's kind of where he wants to lay these shots. Oof. Gonna die. Do go down. Sleep Dodgers though nearly sleeping on Solo here. Ooh, tucking in just. Looks like they're pushing the other way. DA still holding up, so they're on the outside. How should really focus their attention now towards the southwest corner, as DA need to make a decision which way they rotate in. They've only got a short gap, but if they can get in, it will be beneficial to them. There will be other teams rotating around them, as looks like our jogger guys are picking up. They've got one as NEQ goes down. Does get to the rock, so rest of Sleep Dodgers though, if they do follow that rotation around, we'll be able to help him. SRM 8 kills here. Global Army down, bleeding out. SRM having a good start here. Team to watch this evening at the moment, guys and girls. They don't come out. Voldemort is just trying to hold the angles. U2. I feel like this could be a U2 ending for him. Molly over the top. No more heavy nades. There goes one. Oh, bit of splash damage here. Should be able to get the mid on time. That Molly should do him. That's going to be down and out here. Controlled and clutched. Not able to make the point pop, but they are in. BBL final player for them, as room for improvement have crashed in. They're down to a 3 up, 1 down. And for a cheeky shotgun. Always the way, mate. Always the way. Whew. Oh, he just missed over the top. Oh, Shotgun versus shotgun, baby. So room for movement now on the outside. JBN kind of on the outside as well. They need to get themselves in. To play in on this one as well. So, of course, some issues. Room for improvement, obviously. Now got to figure out exactly who's in front of him. We'll be fighting for this one side. Over, identifying the smokes coming over here. Looks like that fight though between DA does kick off. Oh, does spin on one. DA getting caught here. Final player for DA. How going to close down? They had the defensive position. Is flashed. Moment of time. Going to get reflashed. Man, so many flashes come through. He's got U2 in his hand. He's just not checking the moment. Can either players running around? Oh, you're getting caught. It's going to get caught. Nade's good. But they do bounce away. Fortunately, DA do go down and out. We did actually miss, though. JBN went down as room for improvement get one. And we did see our sleep dodgers, though, get caught. Now, they got killed, but also getting caught on this one. Massive extension, though. For improvement now, trying to tuck themselves in as PCF now take the SRM higher ground and causes some problems. If they can get this car gone, a couple more shots and that car will be causing Daz and Bibbin huge problems, but I don't continue that. For improvement now, we'll move forward. They are exposed though as our sleep dodgers are in that ridge. There isn't much in it. You will see the line of sight. They've now pushed himself round. Both these teams be clutching for this area. Maybe try and ensure they can clear off any other teams. The Dodgers, though, are making the play for this one. Nade over the top here. Nade might be good. They don't quite turn into it. Second nade, though, is going. Third nade in. No connection on any of those nades. Room for improvement now, using that ridge really well. Massive util fight now, zone shift down to the bottom side. Cautious to see if Lou gets into a little cheeky fight here. Ooh, snake in the grass, snake in the grass, snake in the grass. He gets caught pretty quick. Obviously he picks out Twisted Minds though, they go for fifth. We now work our way in towards our top four here. Sleep Dodgers, though, taking the fight here. Room for improvement. It's 2 versus 3 now as Daz is down. Util. Good tab. Ruben has pushed forward. Out. Oh, store of 4, man. PCS, you have been pushed down. Look at that big wrap there. Arbo, store holding, keeping his team in this one. There's another knock. That's disgusting behaviour. Let's get that first. PCF though, wrapping him behind. Oh, goes down. PCF holding. They've lost one as well. How though? This is surely a How game. PCF trying to catch this one, and How are just closing the door now. Final player might actually get Noxie back up, so might be a 2. Doesn't get him up. Goes down and out, and this should be the end of them. Pressure going in. It's a winner chicken dinner, and it's a How game at the end there. GG boys. 10 kills, not too much really. They were sitting centralized map for a while. They'd had that crazy split, and that zone shift though, they pushed themselves to junk code. Actually really favoured them for quite some time. Damage though hits with Sleep Dodgers though, and the assist. Remember, they're on the south side for quite some time and able to really hold up. How, as I said, take the first place. PCF though with a nice second. Oh, Sleep Dodgers do pick up in the third. Massive kill games, even for our top 4 teams. They're at 10, 9, 10, 9. That is a pattern and a half though. SRM, let's not forget about them. They picked up a cheeky 8. Nuclear Penguins 5. Rose with a 6. And a couple, unfortunately, of 3s, 1s, and a few little of those 0s. That was a good game. That was game number 1 done and dusted. Apologies for just sorting out the sound. We are streaming out on YouTube and for Twitch for the first time. So there was a bit of a shout. So obviously working on that one. Anyway, that was game number 1. That was Miro and done. For those that don't know, this is best of 6. This is PLH Pro League Hub. It's a different Discord. It's a private Discord for the Pro EU teams. Hence why obviously Sonics are not in this one. They are invited, but they get like sort of a negative prio because they're not EU. So this is stacked. These are prio 2s and down. So obviously the guys and girls have already signed themselves up. Sonic couldn't even get into the mates. I'll be back with the mates, I believe, tomorrow. But for this evening, though, this is the best of the best within the EU. So stay tuned. We'll have a quick break, though. But game number 1, it went to hell.
Play games just to escape mistakes made in the past. If only I could change. And all the love you gave, it came and went so fast, and only left the pain. Now all I think about, just say that we can turn it round. I don't think I can go without. I don't think I can go without you. Without, can go without you. Without, can go without you. Brought my soul sunshine to a body as cold as mine. Really put me in overdrive, but it made me blind. Was all in my mind the whole damn time. You gave to me something I never had, all that I need, but then you took it back. I should have seen, but it happened just like that. Yeah, you hurt me bad. Now I play games just to escape mistakes made in the past. They never fade away. Now all I think about, just say that we can turn it round. I don't think I can go without you. I don't think I can go without you. Without, can go without you. Without, can go without you. Without you.
days. My eyes are hurting. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. GG's there. Obviously, look, guys, welcome. Look, if those that don't know, my name is Mark Power. I am an esports caster. Last night we done the mates.gg. Today is PLH Pro League Cup. This is a private pro EU swim Discord where these guys and girls get ready for the events for 2023. We'll be back at the mates.gg. I do cast over both, so drop us a follow. We are also streaming live on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. This is our first time, obviously, testing this one out. So if you haven't already, give us a follow on YouTube at ELITEeSPORTSEU. We are live streaming over there. It looks the same. Feels the same. I've got 4 viewers on there, but hey, let's keep going for this one. So that was round number 1. Round 2, though, is coming up. It's going to be another Miramar. The flight path feels somewhat not adequate, I'll be honest. The private server is never great, so sit back, relax, get yourself a little drink and snack, because it's round 2 and it's coming up. Here we go. It is match number 2. And we are with PLH Pro League Hub. Flight path, as I said, mate, it's not great. Let's be honest. Look at that. With a sort of southwest up to north central, really favouring this sort of left-hand side of the map. You've got to question where the zone's going to go. And for me, screaming this Death Valley out, potentially in this sort of southwest corner. If it goes anywhere up here, how many teams are going to be in, right? You got to look at that as a factor of guidance. So not great, if I'm honest, with flight path. I think some teams, struggles the wrong word, but I feel like not be happy, not settled to get to the position they need to. They've got to think on their feet. They're going to be able to get the cars that they need and then obviously move themselves out there. So plain done and dusted. Our coaches are tabbing out at the bottom and at the top. A couple of teams going for the extension. I will try and stay with the map at the very beginning, and obviously I will get myself in towards player cams as the action does unfold. So apologies. And there we go. It does come back for a southwest, or maybe more of a west, should we say. Downside for these ankles is that, look at that west hand side. We've got so much zone that is unplayable, but again, it screams out that it's going to pull down towards that south side. Death Valley coming to situ, and for me, it is a horrid one. Quick wrap up before we jump into this fight here. AA do to take Oasis. Drogba go out for that top side there as our Otto mix go for Cruz de Vel. Penguins though sit in the middle as PCF, who had a good game, take the Hacienda split. Will die with Sam Martin as Toxic. A little bit further in from them, pushing towards the El Pozo, and we'll get a clear pass towards it. But will they question, second guess it because of that location and that flight path? Question mark though are above them on north side. Question mines though, they take power grid and down towards Picardo taken by SRM, who had a really good game. Let's be honest, had a very good game number 1. Rose for Charm. Did you have legs sit in between them? BBL with Monty, and I say the prime real estate to make the decision of where they want to go. For me, they could either come up high, they could push down, maybe do a 2-2 split, maybe factor in it could bounce, maybe leave 2 in Monty, or you go either side on this Death Valley. So BBL for me, they've got the decisions to make really. How our game number 1 winners there atop of Los Leones, and South Los Leones is our solo. But yet again, we've got Navi versus Sleep Dodgers fighting it out for this, I suppose, a minus drop here. Navi again, a team pre-sort of the World Championships was like, hey, I was picking them up. I really like the team. For me, the outside bets though, with Polish Power going into that one as well, but Navi, just that level of consistency was great. Bit disappointing they went out quite early. Let's see if they get themselves out the roster now. As I said, this is the first time I've seen them for 2023. So Let's give them a bit of leeway, guys and girls. It is a scrim. It is all practice. And obviously, this is the first time I've seen them in with a team that is also contesting them. Shots, though, do come on. Cautious to move around. They will be very apparent, though. There is team close. For example, with the shots on, I think he does pick up. Good shots as Uber gets that one. Such a great pickup for them. A final piece of the puzzle, I believe, to that team. Example is now pushing forward. He will take the cover. NQ kind of backing away. So he uses the ridgeline to get back to cover. Oh, I had to sneeze then, and I hit that mute button just in time. NQ pushing himself up towards this wall now. Although does get one back. Not playing forward, so they haven't firsted them out yet, so I'd be keen to see. I don't know if they're going to get Mel on a first out. 2-man push on that one. Now we might see the first out as it's flushed up pretty quickly. Mel just sit on the outside. Nord a bit further around. Washboard, though, tucked in a bit higher. Might be able to catch the extension over when Navi come rolling back this way. South side, though, of the Sleep Dodgers has been blown apart. Again, a good game. Remember, these guys won the game 1 fight for them. That second confirmed coming up. Or just unable to get those shots. Don't think he's got the attachments, really. Deal with it. So it does move in. I'm wondering if Uber's going to pick him up here. Uber is looking more down. So focus very much on Nord. Initial shots, though, come in. With Uber. I think he missed a trick there. Didn't watch it. He might catch the play in the middle. Good molly on yourself. Might see now the player across. Bordeaux pushing himself round. He's giving up on this one. So Uber would have picked him up. He's down for 2s. I don't know, you know, because he moved back. Might be a little cheeky, fakey smoke here. For a quick look at the zone. So teams are moving in. BBL do lose one. Actually to Rose, as Toxic, though, is playing in. BBL with a different kind of split there. Does that confirm also, but nor did Molly himself down and out. SRM, they're on that east-hand side. Twisted Mind gun punch through the middle. Little die. They do take that corner. One of my favourite spots here from Miramar. Has the capability to push back there. So let's not write off where Win or Die are. DA, though, they go for the one side of Death Valley. Room for improvement on the other. Solo coming to the south as we see how our game number 1 winners, they sort of lurk themselves in that east-hand side of that map. The Penguins and question mark now come in. PCF will soon to follow, and we are very much out of zone here. So, fathom that we will tune back to this one. His mix is on the play also. I know you guys and girls want to see the content. You want to see the action. BBL get the res on. Rose obviously did get the knock on BBL. I don't think Toxic know who's in there. They didn't push up. DA pick up towards that vest. Keens again. May need more for the benefits of the team and the coaches that do look back on the streams, and I do get messages from him, so thanking me. Obviously I do keep up on the map, just while we watch where those rotations come in. We can, and for me it's an element of preempting what's going on. I'm only a solo caster here, so I have to preempt what is going on. Twisted Minds now pushing their way through. They're now going for a full send in towards Monty. Oh, let's go over here. So Navi lost 2. 1 to themselves, and they do able to get that one. That's kind of a cheap death, really. They did shoot themselves in the back, so never great. Room for improvement, massive stretch here. Daz, though, holds more of a top side. Marbo goes very much in the south. I think room for improvement, playing their odds, hedging their bet, so to speak. They might go north or south, and this zone has the capability of doing both, right? Shadow holding the outside. DA and Toxic pretty much right on top of each other here. Can hear Dante. He's below him. I'll figure out exactly where they are. 8-8. I'm taking the shots for Penguins. Double tags, gets a third. Scooby down for a 1. Can he get a shot underneath the tyre? Oh, can't quite get it. I'll go for a push here as AA. I want to get caught this time on the zone. Penguins though further on. Don't think they know. Soxy's right in the middle of them. Shots will be a bit distracting. Need to be cautious now. AA will definitely know there is a team right next to him. Let's be honest. Or then that ball, he does disengage. I think we're waiting for the zone to go. Navi obviously a 3. They've got to extend and get themselves in. JBN get in north side, and everyone else is pretty much thereabouts. But remember, this whole section on the left-hand side, that whole west, is an unplayable area. It's match number 2. It is PLH Pro League Hub, the private Discord for the EU Pro guys and girls to throw it down on the scrims, getting ready for the outstanding 2023 season. Zone shift though goes north. And it looks like the room for improvement split north and south does pay off for them. So Daz will hold an anchor point for them. They need to move solo though outside. DA and Hal are game number 1 winners. They need to rotate their way in. And Navi, maybe the distance of that fight, might rethink about the rotation in for them. Surely it's not going to be an El Pozo. This here is going to be manic. Look at this. EVL versus Twisted Minds. Taking the shots. He does drop over. And straight through now. Win or die are already up here also. They've not stopped. PVL push in. Rose right here as well. They're exiting. PVL gets the first, but they don't go down. But definitely above is the problem. PBL just kind of split on that rotation. Otto's mix under a lot of pressure also as SRM work their way in. They're out of fuel. No way. Get the smokes out, lads. How you out of fuel? How you out of fuel? DA versus How. Mad though, lurks rounds. Pushes over. Pretty far on that one side for comms, but gets the shots on. There's not enough to lead it down. Yeah, find themselves. So down to a 2. He's pushing through. How the pre-fire on the door. Needs to get the reload on. Needs to tackle this quite quickly. There's the seconds there. Able to tie that one up. They do swing around and apply some pressure back now as How go down. Another Molly's going to come through. How on their final man, the Mad is the cautious, gets one, unable to get the second though as they do go out. And How are game at number 1 winners. They take 17th place there. Will be back-to-back chicken dinners for them. JBN, who wrapped in on this north side, did get catched up. After all, will be keen to control the El Pozo, especially if it shifts south. Good shots as Baku does pick up, not goes down. The second down for them in this area. Final player up at the top as Marcy is already confirmed. Just in minds though, I don't think they're going to be happy with this, if I'm honest. Navi now do get into zone. PCF though are holding high ground, so can now hear the cars coming in. Might make a re-decision. I'm keen just to have a little butchers zone wise as we have got 10 seconds to go. PCF though is on the move. He will tighten himself down. There's the call. They know people are coming round. Zone shift, though. Not quite ELITEESPORTSEU. But it will play in towards the dips and crevices. Wonderful hill. AA expected to come out of ELITEESPORTSEU. Maybe now hold. PCF, who we're sitting with now at the moment, will make a decision of what they want to do. JBM wrapping himself around. Crossroad to be clean. If he wants to get in, be very hard to survive as question mark, though, do hold this outside. This is where I feel maybe Twisted Minds will be a little bit disappointed with what they've taken. Might get lucky, might pull back. No taking the shots as Na'Vi blessed that they're in now, but they're going to move a little bit forward. Mine's losing one. Perfect is down. Solo trying to leapfrog him here, but I don't know if they know they're going straight into SRM. SRM reminder that this is not a free section as Solo hammer down the brakes. Oh, re-switching back after trying to get into that passenger seat, set the shots. Moves himself down, should be able to split the guns with SRM. Might actually allow the final player trying to get himself in. And oh, this is a bad play. They get caught on rotation here. And Solo, they're down. But there is a hard play. DA trying to follow in as they now crashes. They make themselves in and aware. Oh, unfortunately, Iman goes down. Otto's the final player, and he's already moved up, and SRM already trying to cause some damage for them. Great shots though from DA. Got the next movement now. Big Twisted Minds. I got blessed there a little bit, you know. To be honest. BBR on the inside was got one. Na'Vi does get SRM. There's a quick kill confirmed, for example. Let's have BBO up. Does hit the shots. Unfortunately, doesn't quite get the shots he needs on that one. Let's go down and out. Na'Vi playing in. That's actually going to allow DA in also, because DA played in, took away our auto mix, and then SRM got stabbed in the back slightly after controlling not just DA, but Solo as well, trying to push through and really raking that damage. Now, Na'Vi coming in from behind is causing an issue. They knew they were there. They will be too short. 6 kills again. Mel wrapping rounds. DA are coming in close here. Shots. Molly over. SRM though do get a knock and a confirm. That Molly's not bad. It's going to force Mel back. SRM do go down now. Na'Vi won't be fully aware, but DA capitalising on the hard work done from Na'Vi. Oh, good shots. Quick confirm as well. Final player here. Question mark not helping. Taking the shots from the side. Nade's coming over. DA want to close this one. Got one. Oh, nice whip across, but Na'Vi got 12. I like the play though. Do like that play across. And DA, that massive shouts and kudos for them. They've made them from a very, very hard spot out. The Penguins though, they hold the centralized compound. Question mark coming in. AA did leave that ELITEESPORTSEU to this side of the hill. This is where we're going to see AA maybe drive. Maybe it's a bit of a commentator's curse, I'll be honest. But I think this is where we're going to see them drive now in towards the end zone. Toxic cold up the west-hand side. Room for improvement, though, have the Gotti, or the warehouses. Goddies, though, taken by Roses. They need to work their way through Twisted Mind. This is a horrible push. They will be waiting, praying, wishing for that zone to come back down south now. It is phase 4. We've got 40 players left alive, and that does equate to 11 teams, and we've just gone over 18 and a half on the clock. So, the numbers are dropping quick here, guys. Penguins are happy. I can't see anyone crashing them. Once I'm finding the team, picks just in mind when it goes down. I think he's waiting for the team just to look back. That's a great head. Great bolty. AWM surprised didn't go down. So yeah, we're now trying to hold this outside. Both want to try and get themselves in. Oh. Just in mind, as I said, I think they got caught shy getting into their compound. But half of a level 1 vest, that doesn't suck up an AWM. So clearly it was a heady and deleted his helmet. Now holds zone shifts back towards that sort of southeast, but not blessing enough of Rose. They need to make the move. So do Twisted Minds. So Rose, Twisted Minds, and Room for Improvement all need to play now for that south-hand side ridge, which is just in front of Twisted Minds here. Now, DA want to try and stop as many teams playing in, but more importantly, they can't overcommit here, as we might see more teams crash in around behind. Lucy down. Dante down. Phil first down for a 1 as well. Oh, well, finds a player. He's yelling to his player, get out, but he doesn't get hurt in time. The Penguins, they clear up question mark quite quickly. Yeah, so what DA want to ensure no teams wrap around and fill in behind here. Again, AA might try and hold here. I've seen some great plays from teams on this top side, wrapping all the way around and back filling this other side, and they sort of pincer in towards the teams in the compound. Toxic. Got to move. Rose have committed up. Rose go down. Unfortunately, they do get a knock. That's an aggressive crash, and that's a commitment. It actually allows Twisted Mind slightly to go in here. Toxic now playing the other way. Do have an anchor. Looks like Toxic are going for the full crash now. Using the Goddy as best as possible. Good shots. They find themselves in. Toxic taking the time just to get a med on, settle themselves in. Aggressive play. Got to move in though. Oh my days. That was a whip and a half. Oh, I guess caught in his own molly. Or the molly. Actually, I can't even confirm if it's his. Quite know. ECF though are low down here. 2 times a mini. DA really controlling this side now. They've got to now work their way in. They've got to make sure they hold the ridge line. Well, I think we'll be able to see AA and PCF as they will try and climb themselves in. Room for improvement going for the crash now. Penguins are just holding. AA doing the same. We've got a 3-party crash now. Scooby goes down. Penguins, unfortunately, fallen out. So with a double crash with room for improvement and AA holding, opting not to go for that top side and nearly crashing over their top man. Cool. Watching that. Room for improvement, like the movement on the car, but never going to help. Nice hold. Didn't discipline there from AA. This is the game style they want. This is a controlled PUBG now for after all. True athletic DA working their way down, slowly chipping off the zone. 9 kills, really good game from them also. We've got 5 teams now, so we're about to go top 4. 17 players are up. We're gonna have a clean sweep, so to speak. Gotta continue chipping away at this one. Just in mind, I think that only option is to come this way. I think that might be a giveaway. They're coming. They are in rags here. Perfect in Lou. DA do get win or die. They get a slight push both sides. Oh, we'll get another one, but DA do get a return. Flash goes up and over. They are in rags. They might just try and let this one rain out of here. Oh, to go outside the zone, that's going to hurt. That's really going to hurt. AA do hold this one. DA needs to play in. And deep down on the outside. DA still alive and still fighting here. We go for our top 4. DA, they're unfortunately losing the numbers. The 10 kills though. Let's see if they can just try and calm this one down and get out of the block, so to speak. Ah, good shot. Great shot. Might be enough now. It's 10 seconds on the board and then we'll start moving in. Now after that final shot from the AWM. Might have been enough to rattle PCF. They've got to figure out what they do. Win or die, hold the compound with that 2 split. Nice little cheeky 2-man. AA. Said 1,000 times. I'm sure I said it 1,000 times over. I really do like their game style. They like the control. They don't want to get involved in the early fight. This is the fights they want to get in. They had this like methodical approach to them. Taking a little bit of zone off. One at a time. A little bit at a time. Controlling the fights they can control. That's a push. And deep is over. He's got aggressive. Bit of revenge, I feel. Nade. Not favouring. DA gets 1. Now they get the return. Down for the final. Actually, a player. PCF re-tucking in. Re-peeks out. Gets another shot to Mert, though. Good tabs. That's controlled. I'm deep. Big man there. Needs to rely on the other team now. Final player. Whew, Baku ducks in. Teamwork makes the dream work. AA, they go for a 2-man. Win or die. So they take down the 2-man at the end there. Win or die, they are an hour 2. AA are going to have to try and hold out. Shots though do come over. Here's the man. He might get the cross angle. I'm not quite sure if they've picked up the rotation. They haven't. Gets it down for a 2-on-2 here. Final player now is 2-on-1. At the ridge line. Oh, gets tabbed and gets tabbed quick there. After all, controlling that game. I said, like, I love casting these guys. They will hold where they want to hold. They will only take the fights they want to take the fights. We really saw game number 1, unfortunately for them. They got caught on that rotation. They couldn't quite adapt to that. But game 2, able to control the rotations, able to control the game. 17 kills. That is generally a good closeout. 27-point game. Die do get second. Now they were centralized up. 33 kills on the board for them. Too much action really happening around them. DA though, look at that. They get a nice 11. Good game. Good game from them. A couple of teams I think got caught that hard shift, unable to get into where they wanted to. Navi get a nice 12, but they got 8 kills on the board. 6 for SRM as well. And Room for Improvement also got a wonderful 8. Nuclear Penguins though, 7th place with 7 kills. A placement point a kill, so to speak. But really, actually, a good second game. Anyway, apologies for the outside noise. We have a newborn, and it's cluster feeding at the moment, so the missus is not happy. I'm hiding away in my office for the best I can. But while I hide, I'm going to get myself a drink, maybe check in with the wife and make sure she's okay. But I'll see you guys in our final mirror mark. It's going to be round number 3. I'll see you guys in a second.
Which we cannot see, they still shine if we disbelieve. Lonely gems in the canopy, burning bright, just like you and me. Glowing embers of our distant hearts, tied together as we drift apart. We cannot escape our gravity. When we collide, will you remember me?
Good game. I can't say it enough. After all, play a different style of game. I've seen a lot more teams try and control games a bit more like that. Not get too early aggressive, kind of that balance. Now, don't forget, we saw from game number one, that was a prime example, though, that zone PUBG can do ya. And that zone shift, and they couldn't quite work through. But that game number two for them was such a controlled game. They took the fights they wanted to. They crashed when they needed to crash. And we saw that push out from El Pozo. They then knew they had to hold that line. So any team coming out north side, once they ticked that off the box, it was just a matter of what team am I going to pick my way in towards that sort of final zone. Anyway, that was that. Done, dusted. That was round number two. We are going to go round number three. It's best of six. Sit back, relax. It's the last time. Get the sand out, your flip-flops. It's the last time for Miramar. Let's roll. Here we go. It's match number three. It's PLH, and I'm Mark Power. This is Elite Esports EU. It's best of six this evening. I'm going to say this must be the better flight path we've got for our Miramar map, with a south up to a north to northwest. We've got loads of options, right? We could maybe see that Los Leones. We could see that Power Grid Picardo. I had a wicked El Bandita yesterday. Wow. Ended like, it pulled heavy, then pulled back over. She ended up just inside this corner of El Bandita. Wicked ending. Actually, Sonic's won that one as well. So that was a great ending. Looks like Navi and Sleep Dodgers going at it again for minors. Be rude for me not to tune in. Can't see too much action going elsewhere. Looks like Howard coming for a little look for it as well. But yeah, Sleep Dodgers though, and Navi not giving up. There's an element of grinding it down. It's 2023. The Sleep Dodgers really want minus. Navi, they got one. Sleep Dodgers got another. So let's see if you can get the final game now. They are in. NNNOOOO's going for one of the unpushables. He gets in. So down for ones. The rest of the boys are down now. Navi are pretty tight. We've got a 3 in the compound. That was a shotgun push you do not want to push into. Second player though further back, as I can see both unpushables are taken. Now the player for Navi though is out on their own. Ubot does hold, I suppose, the back section. If this one-on-one will happen though. I'll tell you what, I'm going to quick tab that one up and keep an eye on the map. Ubot looks like he's looking to look over for NEQ there. Possible those top side. Used to work their way around. Zone shifter, so a quick look at the zone. Actually comes back down, same sort of neck of the woods on that sort of southwest side. Monty being centralised. Let's see if these teams go for that north side. Will we see more teams commit to the south side? A couple of teams, let's be honest. I think you guys and girls said it in chat. Got caught out with that. They pushed south and the zone pushed north. And I think some teams missed the opportunity to rotate early and get in. But blows not quite extended over. No. Ubardo still trying to look out. Wary. There's a player top side here, but have to take it apart. Don't forget game number 1. RV were super tight, and Sleep Dodgers though were playing wide like this. They managed to close in on him after once they got a knock. Oh, let's come back to this one quickly. As we had a little bit of rotation kills now coming in. Gonna die, get a nice quick kill confirmed there on Toxic, and it looks like SRM losing one. Yeah, definitely just the one to BBL as they extend over. BBL still taking those shots. SRM now will disengage and put themselves in their compound. BBL though with that split will be happy. Need to have a quick look at the bigger map, bigger picture. How game number 1 winners, they're rotating in between Jogba now. Let's extend through. It's phase number 1. This fight here hasn't happened and Navi's still sitting tight. I feel like they pushed through and they got caught, but look at this from Sleep Dodgers. Same style rotation. They are wrapping around, and this ridge line. I wonder if Navi is going to drop the ball again. I think they just need to stay tight. Both teams now need to move. I think it's a question of, do they rush it? Do they try and hold? Or is one apiece here? So you can take the final game from Miramar. Let's see if they do drop on Wrangle, same spots as well. Not see anything in Discord. It's going to be a slow grind, that fight. Let's tune back to that and keep an eye on it. Penguins, though, they look like they're going to pick up a drop. Question mark come top side, though. AA will come past them. Expect AA maybe to try and hold where it ended again and make a decision after. Oh, my God, look at this. How Rose and Solo all going for Chumacera. Rose getting caught slightly here. Be cautious about who I tab up now. Solo put some pressure in, but SRM get the knock and confirm. SRM though taking the shots on the adjacent side here. That's a D8. And there's the other ones. Solo do go down as well. Why has he got caught with that flash? I'll be honest. Again. Nade through. That there was a very, very good nade. How though? I don't know, they want to try and get on the third party action now. As I forgot to move my game number 2 action replay to the right folder. Good shots though from House. Schofield though does put one down. Our game 1 winners clutching in now. I've seen the kill feed yet for Navi. I missed it. Taking shots back. One of those does go top side. Oh, he gets caught going up and over. I like the creativity from that movement, but Solo got an answer to it. Nice movement from the man. Got his man. Quick kill confirmed there. Second player though under pressure. Yeah, eventually going down and out. That's a good play though. Backwards and forwards. I like the creativity from Howe, and nice movement though from Solo trying to hold out, but unfortunately got caught in the SRM backlash. DCF though and Otto's mix, they get 2, and this fight, like I didn't stay here, boys and girls. I know you guys might be in chat going, I want to tune into the fight, but there's no fight at the moment. Yeah, yet they do come down for this hill. For improvement though, they are pushing in from the south now. BBO, nice split. They've gone for a 2-2, expecting to go centre to centre south. EA kind of the same, but they do have Mert holding out that top side, so they do have an anchor point in. I think it's gonna be about who moves first here. That's definitely what's happening here. All the rest of the teams are in. It's match 3 and it is best of 6. Those 16 teams do remain after, unfortunately, we lose our first team there, which was Solo. Big split as well. JBN, no fate, all the way down towards Chimacera, but holding out this outside. So now pushing over. Oh, not engaging. Both Navi and Sleep Dodgers don't want to give up the final game. They are just lurking on the outside. Oh, there goes the shift back towards Los Leones. Put him back in that southeast location. Yeah, and actually nice movement. They're going to go for their compounds early on. I think DA, depends what they're going to do. Will they do a 2-2 here maybe? Room for improvement. Trying to push BBL forward. They will logically backfill that. That'll be the right play for them as they will hold the outside. BBL though, who do move further down. Looks like they are going for a different split for them. We'll try and hold that. SRM though are situated just before them. DA do go for a split. They do get one. I'll get some nail it over the top here. Global Army is further back. Oh, good tabs. You might be able to push in for this one now. So, empty car running one way as DA go for a big fill. Try and putting the gauntlet down. How though? Have wrapped themselves up high. We'll get a third party action this one. I feel like SRM might be subject to that one. That is a great nade. A nade maybe coming over from Global Army. Oh, geez, I didn't add the traces off. Res will be exchanged either side. Although for me, yeah, they've got a third party action. Ooh. How the pressure received heavy. Toxic going for a full set. Let's have a quick look at the bigger picture. Na'Vi have snuck away out of this one. And our Sleep Dodgers though on the outside. So draw round 3. Shots from Noxys. He does pick up his blur. Able to get the res on what I can. Oh, they've lost one. RV due to zone. They need to loot. Final med spent. Oh, we got a shift now. Got the meds, so Sleep Dodgers for me have got the meds now to take the fight on this. Got us up and over. Right, those still hasn't quite happened here. How? Pushing in as Otto's mix down to a 2. Unable to keep the numbers up really this evening. Did have a stronger wrangle last time I cast them. RV gets AA. They come in behind him as well. Oh. Get one. Go for a huge wrap. AA pushing their way around. Kinda happy they've lost this one. They do. How on the outside. SRM and DA not gone on it. Room for improvement extend over. Question mark though. Got a doozy on the way up. 16 teams, 56 alive. Our Penguins are also taking a fight as PCF. Trying to deal them the damage. Scooby goes down. Mr. Mines coming to gunshots now as Die will get eyes on them. Penguins lose another one. Oh, that is a... I'm surprised that this here hasn't kicked off just yet. You know, it is subject to third-party action, but SRM fully stopping on this push, and looks like they are still taking chunks out of each other, so they've not pulled the truce flag out just yet. Mr. Mines, they get confirmed. Penguins goes down to the 8. It does get Global Army down. That is the anchor player now for them, so I think the play really for SRM is either forward, and it's aggressive forward, or they've got to hold hard. Oh, has extended back, unable to hold the pressure. Surely we're seeing a Digital Athletic push. But this does happen. Flash over the top. EA doing the right thing. Oh, risk that their compound might get backfield now. Nice nade over the top. Goes in towards the remaining 2 players here for SRM. This is a hard hold. EA pushing around. Needs to cover. They do find themselves up in the compound. Nice tab. It actually comes from Davey. Yeah, massive damage done from Global Army. Oh, unfortunately unable to get that one. Global Army do go down and out for SRM, and they take 16th place. Otto's mix holding firm. I don't know if AA know he's there. Let's assume they don't. And more importantly, let's stab him up when we see the kill feed rattle. Okay, so bigger picture now. Just to mind though, top side. Looks like zone shift goes back north as Win or Die hold just the outside. Question mark been chasing zone for some time as Susie is leading away. I think ISET will be either to hold here now for question mark before moving in. You have the Gotti build him. EA who have gone back for a 2-2 split. Not bad play after taking SRM. Penguins unfortunately losing numbers. Interesting play here is Fabian don't need to move, but they do leave the compound, and it's going to open the door for Na'Vi, so that will give Na'Vi some hard cover as they do get in. A bit further around, PCF, they came off that north side mountain. Get a bit of a free roam, if I'm honest, on the east side or the northeast corner. A bit further in, BBL hold a strength of a compound. Just the mines I mentioned are in front of him. So a lot really up to grabs. After all, actually going for a bit more of an extension as they do go for a full send. A zone shift though. Out need to work in, and Sleep Dodgers, final player. He's got the meds. That car's getting away from him. He's gone. Gadosha. Goodbye. I don't know. Do we call that a win to Na'Vi? Do we call it a win to SLD? Sleep Dodgers? Can't be a win to them, surely. Can it be a draw? Let's give it a draw. Let's say Sleep Dodgers won round number 1 at minus. Na'Vi took round 2. And it was a draw for round 3. I think that's the fair outcome for that one. Let us know in chat what you think. Maybe I'm wrong. Just in mind, I do lose one on the rotation as they go for that 2-2 split. Tordins, I think the guys are going to know anything about how they come in. Able to get the res, so they'll be back to a 4. Question mark though, do get room for improvement. That's how. I suppose they were well out of zone. They've had to shift around here. Getting caught on the Miramar. Mad had to make a stop, and I think Schofield's like, really? You left me behind, mate. I've got to take the shot by myself. Hopefully, let's forget about me here. That 2-2 split might, well, that solo split, that 1-1 split might actually help out for them. Improvement. Been chasing question mark. Been leapfrogging these two here. They We now take more of a southwest approach, and we do see find our two-man auto mix back to a 2-man strong, not a one-man. That's a one-man army. The Mad now gearing up his car again. Going for the extension. Doesn't tie up. I don't know what's wrong with the shack, but goes and lays low. Have a nice ridge, and BBL won't be able to get him. Lone shifting again, coming back, twisting lines, 2-2 split, either side of the road. They're hedging their bit. Don't know which side it's going to go. PCF need to work their way in, but they've got Miramar. We know Miramar, right? Miramar's got these wonderful ridges. But the problem is if they come left, they're going to have to move into this bowl here where Toxic is, or they're going to be exposed on the left-hand side by AA. If they go to the north side, there's not too much in there. Might be able to survive out for another zone, but expectation is they're playing here, maybe try and play out, but they need to make the decision if they crash in. More action though, as DA lurking on the outside here. Doozy taking the shots at win or die, and question mark didn't have to give away. That maid might be good. He hasn't cooked it. That's going to bounce. Ooh, just a little bit out there. Grenade though comes raining in, sucked up by the wall. Win or die. Fortunately for them, they need to get in. That car. Do now leave. Go down, try and get down before Twisted Minds. Bit of pressure now. Here comes the nade. Flowed out. Doozy gets not just one, but he does get the second as well. You can definitely feel the pressure as this zone shift's not great. More nades though coming in as JBN now trying to work their way down. Akudo also trying to cause some damage. Big wrap. Car goes over the top. Iron Deep though also loses to a vehicle. Navi does pick up after all our game number 2 winners, and it's a bit of a play now. JBN on the push. Gets one. I don't think he's seen that second player behind him. He goes down. I'm in a bit of a bad spot here. Final player now trying to hold up. Util is going to be the killer of this one, I feel. Down to a one shot. Have to try and hold the outside. Both these are out, and I feel like the winner here is going to then get dug in the side by Toxic. Goes down for zone. They'll continue to move now. Let's actually get the vehicle, so now going to extend himself in towards zone. He'll be happy. JBN, they tab back slightly as they now move their way up. Otto's mix does pick him as Marcy does. I think he does see him, but the expectation is he's gone in towards zone. He's actually gone further out. Oof. Can't be taking fights out there. Phase number 6. That is going to be chunking hard. Here's one med, no time left. That is the end of that one. Pushing. Unfortunately, the one goes down. Looks like DA from the other side though. Actually, DA gets it. I thought actually question mark got the long distance. Navi soon follow as they take 10th, and then we get straight away 9th as Drogba goes down. So we're now just hit the point part as we are in phase 6. A bit of more teams definitely surviving this one. Question mark. They rotate away. Penguins though down on the 1. Bogger T put a 3-on-1 in the other day, mate. Do not write this guy out. He has got a few teams around him, though, I must admit. It was a 3-on-1, but there was only one other team in there, so he actually got the chicken dinner. Huge play. If you haven't seen it already, go hit those. Go hit back. I think someone's clipped it. If not, we do have it on stream from the other day. BBL now find the crashes. PCF do go in. One. Oh, I didn't quite catch it. Oh, getting tabbed. Benches I get to my player. Two players caught in. I think though is high ground. Let's go down and out. So unfortunately for them, us crashing. BBL able to hold. Just in mind's gone back to the south side as they now push in. Poverty! Survive! Goes down. I like it. DA, 2-man, 6 kills. They gotta just work their way in. Yeah, we'll knock on BBL, compound to compound. Question mark though. I'm going to take the fight. I suppose logically though with Twisted Minds. Toxic does go down. Final player for them. 6th place. Solo. Don't need to fully engage these two. They can take a few chunks out. I think they're going to wait for this zone to go. How? Taking the road and BBL with that 2-2 split has gone more of a centre. It's coming over. BBL. I'm going to try and deal with how. Ensure they clear this sort of northeast side of the zone. Hasn't got the lid. Nonetheless, he comes over and gets a heady. It's going to be disgusting. More util coming in. How the other player for How is on the adjacent side. It's a mad will hold. He can't even get to his player. But both of these players are in rags. Both no lid. Both vest is pretty much done dusted and under a vast amount of pressure. Ow. Oh, hold him. BBL coming out. That's one of Twisted Minds. Second goes down. BBL, if they can control this side, they've got so many angles. But unfortunately, if Haldo come rolling out, they will take as much as they can get at the moment. 8 kills as well. Now, I think both of these were going for this shack, but due to the wonderful train of Miramar, I think the Mag got caught. But I like his play. He pushed himself on the other side of the zone. 5 teams remain. And Twisted Mind now down for a 2. BBL saw as a 4. Hauser 2. DA as a 2. DA reminding, question mark. They're in the southwest corner. That was a very, very quick definition or defined push there from BBL. They definitely wanted that top side. They did not want anyone close enough to warrant their push over. Picking it over as well was Mr. Mines goes down to a 1. BBL, they are on it at the moment. 8 kills as well. All of them were putting 2 on a piece. As I confirm, Lou is down though for Twisted Minds. Still 5 teams up, 11 players. This might be the end of one as the How. Oh, gets saved by a tree. That, but not by a nade. Woo! Now, they're down. 5th place for them. 4 teams now remain. DA with a 2-pack. Question mark though. They get the numbers with a 3. They exchange back shots back and fires. BBL though. They got 4 and they are really controlling this zone now. Just in mind, have to lay low on this one. No lid. And crawling in. Surely he's going to get spotted here. It's definitely been seen now. I feel like it might be the call for the nade. The A and question mark. Just keep an eye on that map. They've got to move. Gets a lid on. Worth the crawl. Here comes the nade. Not bad guesstimation on it. grenade coming over. The arc on that one's better, but he has moved away from it. Does find himself a bit further around. Ooh. Oh, what a nade. PPL already over. Question mark. Doing damage on one. Be cautious as the cars are wrapping behind him. Oh, I'm getting PUBG'd. I've been PUBG'd. Back. So it goes down on the cars. I thought he would. Big push now. Question mark the final player. And it is a clean winner. Dinner. Chicken. Oh, dinner. As I get full PUBG'd. He was too low. He was in the ground. But I'm not in the ground enough, though, to stop that push, though, from question mark. I did try to get down to the ridge pretty quick, though. But BBL already there. And no surprise, they do take the match stats lead. 14 kills for them. 3 damage and 9 assists. And God, they controlled that compound well. They done that split. They then worked down to that compound and held. And I really like that push out for them, where they pushed in towards and took out how they knew at that point they wanted to have that whole side of that zone, and then they were able to execute their plan to take the win. 10 kills though for question mark. Kristen Mines, unfortunately, only picking up a 1 kill, but that 2-2 split, they gave him the option to benefit the zone. Just no one really got to him. There's a lot of damage going around the outside. DA on the south doing well. How doing well as well. 8, I think they got PUBG'd on their way in also with that stone. Jogba and Navi with 4 apiece. Definitely calling that a draw between them and Sleep Dodgers for round number 3. So, yeah, I can't complain. Can't moan. But that was game number 3. So, our Miramar section of the map is now done. We're going to take a very, very quick break. I'll show you the action replays over the first 3 games, including that round that you just saw. And we'll be back straight for a wrangle shortly. Okay, welcome back. My name is Mark Power, and this is Elite Esports EU. We are covering the PLH, the Pro League Cup, the EU Pro private Discord for our scrims, where these teams are getting ready for the 2023 season. And we've seen some interesting first time for me for Navi, and we saw a massive clash of heads between them and Sleep Dodgers. One apiece with a draw on round number 3, but I think you guys might be already disagreeing with me in chat on that one. But hey, opinion. Right, we're going to go to our second segment of the evening, which is our wrangle. We've got 3 more games to roll out. This will be game number 4, and obviously with the green shores, the smaller map, the more defined rotations are expected to be quite hectic as well, as we see some teams trying out some new drop zones. We see some teams trying to refine what they already know. But for us though, sit back, as I say, relax. It's going to be the next round of wrangle. It's coming up. Here we go. Match number 4, as I mentioned, and it is PLH. Playing path though, northeast, all the way across down towards a west to southwest. Does favour a little bit more that top side, so you've got to factor in, are we going to see maybe a north side, a Severny style of circle? If you guys that were tuned in yesterday, it was actually crazy. We actually saw, well, what I say, we saw a interesting. It had a north side zone, it also had a south side zone, and then every zone it went backwards and forwards. And actually, what ended up, like, a lot of teams got caught trying to rotate their way through. And I feel personally that actually some teams were PUBG'd, as I like to say. They were done, unfortunately, by the PUBG zone shift. Some went north, some went south. I believe that actually was one of the games that Sonics won. And for me, they played it so well. They just held out on the outside nicely. They're able to sort of work their way down. But hey, look, we have to wait and see. Just try and keep an eye on how things go. So most teams are out. We've got How. They're going for their normal. We don't have the Woo in the lobby this evening, so don't have that Yaz clash. Penguins, though, they a little bit further down with that Mansion. AA go for the Pofka, no change there. A little bit interesting in the middle. Toxic will get the cars and rotate down. PCF will normally go down though as well. Sleep Dodgers, though, and Navi playing for the same type of area again. Navi a bit more on this sort of west-hand side. Sleep Dodgers, though, are further out. Going for improvement, no. They normally go down for that sort of military. And again, there's been a few between them and Vorpal Sword for that military island grab. So always an interesting watch when both those teams are in the lobby. Question mark, normal drop zone for them for Morse. Rose a little bit higher. BBL with a split. Looks like How's coach. His house coach, he needs to die out, I believe, when he comes back. Solo Hospital, JBN South Georgia mentioned, obviously north side does go for that top side. So we are going to see, I suppose, a north side. But this is what happened yesterday. But this is where we saw it go north. It then played back south. It was quite a hard shift. And as I mentioned, some of these teams really struggled with the zone shifts and really getting PUBG though in the end. Having a quick look around to see who do we have and where do we have them. Keep an eye on the rotations now. It's match 4, so I definitely would say, even though Miramar is a well played map, please don't Let's say it's a brand new map. I'm not saying that, but definitely Wrangle. You see a different style of games from some of these guys and girls. You see them play very, very different. Hello, who's down and out, and another player here. Lou, who is down, being left. So the same. So it looks like definitely coach. For me. PBL now extending in. SRM now leaves. And my guys might cash slightly over the highways. They will come up towards that sort of Everest. Everest always gets the temptation to be pulled back. They've now rotate themselves over. DA push through as well. We'll see a clash of heads here, definitely. PBL stop. So our game number 3 winners. Quite PBL do stop. JBN though are in the cube and will be a big spot to hold. Teams will extend over quite quickly now as the are scouting it. I've seen the car, so I expect them to continue moving. Don't know how many people are in there. And 2 hold him. Oh, let's go. Digital Athletic versus How. The Mads, first one to go down and out for them. They do have them split though. How does have a play short side. They do get one back now. Yeah, super close. How? Good game number 1. Sucking themselves in. Oh, they're getting tabbed from behind. Marco's down on a 1-shot. He's going to have to get as much as he can. Mert does go down. They're going to have to smoke the hell out the exit of this one. But expect they're going to be a lot of util coming their way. They get one back. Util is coming raining in. He goes down. Marco, the final player, now up. Trying to cause as much damage as he can, but he can't. That's winner for them. As How clean up our Digital Athletic quite quickly there. That is a horrible fight to have. Oh my god, SRM having a little sneaky look as well. Let's go. Nade over the top. That is a bit of a guesstimation. And we'll give an indication though that they are there. I feel like we'll hit and run a little bit. Don't look at any other madness coming through. AA though, they come for that northeast side as our Penguins do go further down. They take a more of a defensive line, backing themselves up against the coast. BBL with a 2-2 split. They don't want to give up a foothold on that south side, as everyone knows Everest is a cheeky little section. It does pull back a lot of the time. Hold here and wait to see. BBL have extended over, and then Rose, I feel like, might be getting pushed slightly. Umpire game, I feel like he's going to go straight in the middle of this BBL trap. He doesn't opt to turn. Under a lot of pressure though, down for a 1-shot now. He tries to dodge, duck and dive. Will he give it a free kill towards Solo here? He's got away with it. Huge wrap around there. Surprised he's able to survive this one out. Auto mix though, do try and fill up on towards the top side. Solo, I'm going to give away their position. And that will give Rose an indication there is someone top side now. Twisted Minds coming by Ruins, question mark. They're going to cut across the other side back towards Rozuk now. Otto's mix after losing. Now, one, they're going to play over towards the South George, but Solo do have a lurker, and Twisted Minds also the same. Lou, obviously, looked like had like a cheeky DC. Who I think might get caught here. Room for improvement. Little cheeky beep a piece. I'll be able to do a backflip. Oh, I love it. Goes for a drown. How coach is back, so he's gone down and out. Navi, hold up by Waterworld here. RV disengaging, zone exposing itself, and it is committing more towards that north side. Shooting range being a top side. Playing will be interesting. RV come over. JB needs to get the head on the swivel now as Twisted Minds. Looks like Rose disengaging and going back. Long distance shots going over. So the magnitude of Everest doesn't survive, and it will play out here. AA will be happy. The Penguins will also be happy as well. Ball-ins. Oh, how unfortunate is he? Just needs one tab. A stone. Has Navi... I was going to say, has Navi crashed in on that? They haven't. Will die. Catching here. BBL are next game winners. Oh, next game are game 3 winners. Let's see if they can... Using the ridgeline really well now. So they pass by How. Now we're going to remind them that they are there. They've spread themselves across the plane nicely. BBL go for the top side. They've got a wonderful dip now. BBL could stop here and play from in here out. We'll get it clean. They've got a wonderful ridge. If How do drop the ball on them, they can work their way in towards How quite quickly. How, I've heard them stop, so they won't. Shouldn't drop the ball on them. ECF pushing question mark further away, but they are pushing him in towards this Toxic fight. He's holding one way. Toxic though on the split. They over the top. Get splash damage now. We'll try and keep with the players as best I can, guys and girls. Mark again, disengaging, getting back in the cars, taking more of a different approach to this one. Foes though are behind him. That is a very, very heavy area now. Question mark rotating just past. Room for improvement need to come in as well. A lot of teams, very, very, very smart rotations. Good backflip. Gonna be disappointing me. Harbour goes down and out. Boom could have done a backflip. We've been trying to extend back. Is a very, look at the zone, right? We've got a lot of teams in that southeast corner. We've got a lot of teams towards that sort of west to southwest corner as well. I'm going to stay with this one just for a moment. I'm keen to swing across to that west hand side though, because we've seen 3 teams going at it. RFI though come back here after Marbo going down. Be cautious though, because Sleep Dodgers are taking shots back on the outside to room for improvements. That's where Piven's trying to relieve the pressure. Don't know if he knows that actually question mark a completely different team here. Oh, unfortunately though, he does get spotted and he goes for that change of weapons, but really doesn't help out. Uzi with a nade over the top. I should clear out the boy. Good nade. Oh, you have come back on this side. Autos mix go down. Navi losing one. On the pressure though, they eventually go down and out. So down to a 3. Both of those pushing their way in. There's far too much going on. The zone shift getting tight. Let's tune back in as Toxic losing numbers. Question mark go back to their initial fight. Toxic 1 knocks, 1 confirmed. Doozy going aggressive, using the ridgeline well, and also factoring in the zone shift. Lucky was to get that confirmed. AA get Cova, the last player there for room for improvement, so they go down and out. Doesn't matter. Look at this firing squad here from Win or Die. Get their knockdown. They've had a couple of knocks in with the kill feed. Just not get the damage on them. Just not got the confirm needed. Looks like they will get the first confirm now as Solo wrap all the way around. A madness fight here. Rose pushing in. Dog was on the outside. Navi hold this wonderful ridge now. Now, there's Vampire. In the car, played down. So they expose the back here. Get some initial shots off. Rose giving a call that they're now fully exposed and that car tire goes down. That is going to be hard for them. Lucky enough for them, JBN though, Nod 1 has, it has pushed away. That tire's not going to, they can't turn that well here. I wonder if they're going to stop and go for that car. Oh, they've lost the momentum. This tire at the bottom corner is going to hurt. Wrap. They are trying to avoid him. Jogger goes down though. Unfortunately, 14th place for them. Huge shift as well. Continue. Good movement. Good timing, I think, with Rose. I think they're lucky to get round their Navi as they were closing the door slightly on them. And, do you know what? Big shout. Driving skills here. Right, holding it firm. Solo rotating themselves straight in on the Penguins also. Kill and confirm. I think Penguins are having a little look at this. Nade cooked, ready, bounces nicely, goes for the smoke. Actually gets taken down because of the tree, but kind of goes in towards it, gets stuck in between the buggy and that tree. So another knock. Foxy a little bit further back here. Pocket I think he's going to disengage. Is that enough really to say that's where they're going? So they're trying to counteract. I like the movement. You can see there, 2 of them pushed to the north. They tried to stop any push coming forward for them. They hold out for shooting range here. Rose, their final player. I've got 2. Where's the other? Did it cut up? Wow, how did they end up? I was just with him 2 seconds ago. Massive shift. 13 teams, people. Phase 4, 13 teams. Like, this is not great. This whole south side now getting really exposed here, but needs to hold out for the best he can. Question mark do take that 13th spot as our Sleep Dodgers do pick him up. First final player for them. BBL though, they'll be happy that the zone's coming their way. SRM. Eyesight to NNNOOOO. Definitely hearing the car movement as NNNOOOO will be the man who picks up Global Army. Does get him. So going up as expect the rest of the Navi boys now. They take the high ground. Gotta relieve the pressure now. 6 kills on for Navi. Good game for them. Util is coming down thick and fast. The estimation out the tree does get a bit of splash damage. Second they go for their next tree as they try and work off. Those SRM do get the knock. Push Navi down for a 2. Example holds down low. Melt on the high ground. Big flashes though coming through. They're going to have to help each other out. Pick these fights well. Good molly though comes in from SRM. Does get his man, but he's able to put himself in at age. Should be good, you know. Oh, doesn't get the knock there. Rose causing issues. Big shout, Rose. I do like SRM though. I've got to stay in the fight, boys, but get on my back, mate. We're going for this. Toxic. Unfortunately, can't get round to them. PCF, though, do hold the sort of southeast side now. Good place for them. 9 teams now remain as AA are pushing their way up. Rose losing their player as Kemper goes down. AA, they're anchoring themselves in. Lord Skiff trying to whip their shots out because can't get it past the trench. And AA want to keep their numbers up as they are extended over for that res. The knockdown coming in. Res has happened, so him now push forward. I'll try and catch the angle. This is about timing now because PCF will either take the fight with BBL or BBL and PCF will focus down on these two teams. I think that would be my logic. Depends how much the PCF BBL fight kicks off. You two are coming over. Sleep Dodgers are pretty much in a dip here. If they can land a good nade. Nordo doing the right thing, I feel, and pushing himself out. Solo losing 1. Ogati putting those numbers on the board. Sleep Dodgers got the res. 4 on 3 in the corner now. PCF now will cause the problems. Will actually help Sleep Dodgers unless they start chucking Util down. Rose though lose theirs as how we got their final player, 9th place. Unfortunately for them, not making it to the point pot. But we are now in the point pot as 8 teams are up and 24 players. So damage happening out for multiple teams. PCF will be happy, but they need those shots really to come raining down. It's kind of a bit of a free-for-all. The more left that after all can go, the better it is for them. PCF will then focus their attention on Sleep Dodgers. They will be exposed. Just come back to this and just have a quick look at the big picture here. So our Penguins are favoring. PCF wrapping their way around. SRM though have picked up Noxy, so these guys might need to disengage and push back and defend this SRM push here. Howe still holding the trench. BBL still in their trench. Just wait for the numbers to go down. I said that's 8 teams up, 23, but we've just gone over 22 on the clock. Good nade comes over, a bit of splash damage. Have to stop. That knock though coming in has got to focus the attention back. PCF though got to give up on the old borderline bullying here. Oh, with an SR's down for 1 shot, gets caught. Holding on to the outside zone, tightening down. It's phase 6. The kill confirmed. So PCF though have gone top. Have to try and stop that push. Talk about finding a dip to live in. It's all about you two. Holding the outside. Look at the zone. How would I find themselves first time really having to come out? They do have a little ridge left there. BBL will be happy. keen to ensure that Hal don't strength. I worry about the SRM third party, but they've got PCF to deal with, so I think we'll see a bit of a mad battle on this sort of south or southwest side. But in our northeast corner, oh, it's the same really. It's where these teams really need to thin themselves out and quickly. After all, lurked up in a dip. Hal on the last of solo, gets in a placement point. Penguins, they're going to have the backs to him. These Dodgers, they do get one back. Don't get the seconds. Sport though goes for the blue. Go on, lad. Oh, picks him up. I'm going to res him. I think he does enough on him. He has to res him. Oh. One down. Lead Dodgers go. AA wrap themselves around, so might be able to get themselves up. And the timing here from the Penguins, they're able just to bully slightly. PCS though, they're holding the top side. SRM, they want to take the fight here for the east side. Though they will now hold Al though. This is their ridge they could have held on, but they're opting to go for it. Al versus BBL. Al though do take the shots down towards the Penguins. We try and keep them all in view. BBL on their ridge. That could be a good nade. That's caused the splash damage. That nade there is dangerous. That's gonna roll. Oh, look at the Penguins. They go down and out. Not from the Hal. Goes down from BBL. One apiece. That's how check up north to go get, or sorry, south technically from where they are. BBL are wrapping around that north side. Try and stick the res in. Goes down, last player. Actually comes off the res as BBL are tightening down. Look at that, long distance shot. AA go down, How eventually going out as well. We go for our top four. SRM, they've got one down. PCF though, they're going to lose one as well as they go down to their final player here. SRM though, they are down numbers as well, but they should be able to get the res in. BBL, unfortunately with that engagement with How, find themselves down numbers, but they're on a 2, but they're a very, very, very big split. Expect push up high. Expect to take the high ground here. AA still remain down to the bottom. Will we see After All get another win on the board? Will we see BBL get back-to-back wins, or SRM? Is it their time to get themselves in, same as PCF? Zone shifting out, goes back towards the teams that have the chicken dinners already. Pushes back from more like south to southwest. And deep, taking that 3-on-1 fight now. Does pick up one. And just tell BBL looking at this going, there's too much noise going over here. Whipping those shots out. Good. He gets in. Takes a second just to pause to refocus. SRM holding the outside. Needs to get the med honors. That lid goes by. No Gifto is now happening. That's a nade. What smoke do you need? Gets a knock. I thought he was going to run straight into his nade then. Indeed, that does go down. He goes down and out. BBL already pushing this one. SRM on the outside of zone. This one gets a steal. Taking a 2-on-1 here. Trying to pinch the angles here. Baku's going to cause some issues as well. Oof. SRM though clutch it down. The 2-on-1. Gets him. He's got nothing left. SRM, one man, one army, 10 kills. AA, 8 kills, 2 man, crazy army. And Rags as well. They are pushing up. Surely expect him. He's out of zone, so he's got a bit to move, and kind of feel like it's going to be a quick ending here. At the moment, I figure he's at the tree. Gets one. Good shots. Goes down to a one-on-one. Rose up. Should rip apart the vest. Zone's not going to help though. 20 seconds. Using the ridgeline really, really well here. Sneaking his way around, exposing the player from the end. Doesn't damage. Free fires on the other side. Good movement though. He does actually take the time not to sit back on the tree. Push forward. Everyone doing the right thing. I feel like he might have lost his player there, so it could cause some issues as he tries to use the sound to dampen out the pitter-patter of his feet on the grassy terrain. I think he's going to be exposed now. Oh my days, he turns on him. Disgusting behaviour. Jeez, SRM. Look at it. 12 kills on the board, 22 points, and they're able to stop a two chicken dinners for AA. Good hole, good movement. I was worried that PCF fight was taking too long, and we saw that big push from BBL, but they dealt with that. Unfortunately, went down to a 1 and able to get a 2-on-1 back. They do get the kills, they get the damage. They also get solo with the assists. After all, they do put 8 on the board. BBL put a nice little 6 after that big rotation. Massive shout. Good rotation for them. They held there for quite some time. How were off the bat, were in the action. They hold the trenches. Went a bit quiet for them. But they're able to still hold up. Stop any teams, though, coming in. Nuclear Penguins with 4. Sleep Dodgers, though, pick up a nice little cheeky 6. Couple of 6s, though, as Navi does also put a 6 on the board. 2 3s, though, for Rose and question mark. And generally, not a bad first Erangel. So that was our first Erangel. For match number 4. We've got 2 more rounds to go. We've got match number 5 and match number 6. We're going to reset that lobby. What I'll do next, though, is I will load up the action replays for my first Erangel. So stay tuned. Check out the action replays from round number 4.
Tell you for sure that tonight will be different. I promise you'll understand. As the moon rises, the dark sets upon us, and then I will take your hand. Tell you that I want you, and that I need you. Tell me that you understand. And I will tell you that I want you, and that I need you. Make me the happiest man.
there's nothing that we won't see. No matter where we go, you're always there with you, a true protector in me. Tell you that I want you and that I need you. Tell me that you understand, and I will tell you that I want you and that I need you. Make me the happiest man. And baby, I can't stop smiling. I'm excited. I'm living in Wonderland with you by my side. I'm flying, I'm gliding. I hope that I never land. I hope I never land. I hope I'll never land. I hope
Mate, there are some good tunes in this Twitch playlist, but there are some crazy ones as well, like that first one. Now I put the music on, I was like, what the hell is this? Anyway, welcome everyone. My name is Mark Power, and this is Elite Esports EU. We dedicate ourselves to, I suppose, casting. We are trying to get some support from the community out at the moment to help keep this going, as this is quite an expensive hobby. I'm going to think I say it's a hobby. Anyway, enough of that. Really, really good games. SRN able to clutch up. Clutch up is the best way to put that one. As unfortunately, though, AA couldn't put the second on the board. But that was round number 4. We've got 2 more, and we are going to sit back, relax, because the plane's getting loaded right now. We're going straight into match number 5. I'll see you guys in 2 minutes. Here we go as the plane path exposes itself for a horrid west towards a southeast. It's just not great, right? Let's be honest. It's in the middle of the water between the military islands and that sort of farm Snake Road area, and you've got to factor that potentially could make it fall towards that sort of southeast. Recently, I think Batorlin's actually put it right. I can't remember what chat it is. I think it might have been in the Discord, but Batorlin's was saying there are so many endings, especially on this sort of private server in the southeast corner, and that sort of mill to power, and this flight path kind of screams. So I'm hoping that we don't get that. I'm hoping that we maybe get the, I suppose, that left-hand side. Maybe we see a west again. We're going to get a north, so at least we get a different one with the sort of south approach now. So let's just wait and see how it goes. Looks like, especially with these type of zones, we've got Afterall, who normally go for the Popper. They're extending over. They're pushing themselves into JBN. Toxic will find a little bit of a squeeze also. DCF want to try and extend over and get the hard spawn. Aldo do take room for improvement, go for theirs. DA go for that secondary drop. We see this a lot from DA as well. Zone is about to go. Is it military? It's not. Oh my god, warning zone. I think I've got the emoji. Someone smashed that in chat. That there is going to screw a lot of teams. A lot of people have been expecting this to go for a south side military, maybe for that southeast, but with the teams that have chunked into the middle, especially for this sort of southeast corner, it's not going to be great. DCF right on top of our sleep dodgers now. Push coming. DCF again, very consistent team. Need to get that chicken dinner on the board. They do lose one. I'll give them the commentator's curse. And Nikido have to push back off the nade. What shots though? GG's, my son. Random over the shoulder Uzi spray, mate, eyes closed type of approach. I did like that. As though does happen, I just need to make a decision if they are going to play this when they are coming from behind. Gonna catch him? I see him. Obviously, he is tightening himself down on Nord though. Nord taking the shots, trying to use the smoke well. After this right in front of him, I don't even know he's here. He doesn't know. 360 spin. He gets M16'd. One. The last player now, so a bit further out. He does win his one-on-ones on this sort of east-hand side, but clearing a bit of room for them. Gets a good knock though with the SLR. Trying to get that flush as he can. But to tuck himself in. I don't think he quite knows where he is. Pushing himself around the outside. Oh, he's got another one. Mate, somebody give this man his squad because he's tucking people in. Right, gonna go get the car and maybe rotate in. He's on fire already. Let's have a quick look at the zone though. Again, I said it before that Everest does sometimes scream. SRM after coming off a win, nearly doing backflips on the bikes. See the air he had. Global armor he's doing now. So yeah, you gotta again. You always gotta never drop the ball here. Solo going up for Everest. We see this a few times anyway. This is a neck of the woods anywhere from a drop zone point of view. So they've gone up. I think they'd be very keen. We saw from the last round they dealt with teams that were coming in. Our Otto Mix tried to play in at the bottom. They caught their players out there. So I think they'd be keen. Also with this type of zone, we're actually starting to see it now. So I think we'll see a lot more teams, especially on this west-hand side, maybe make a longer rotation round. Maybe we'll see a little bit of a bottleneck here. Might see a team hold out on one of the bridges. Might see some teams actually go for more of a safer rotation on the top side in by Severny. Oh, Roso coming in from the bottom side. Cautious to watch how things go. Look at this. Twisted Mind's going close. SRM moving their way back after taking that compound. Win or die. Tighten himself on that sort of east-hand side of North George. Twisted Minds want to go further. But they're going to go for the plane, hoping that it does push back. Win or die. They want to try and hold out as best they can. So there was that bigger wrap though. The Penguins though do come in from Severny. Na'Vi doing the same as they are from shooting range. Toxic just play over from Yaz. JBN now coming. How coming up though as they were in Nova. A long rotation for them. DA, who were the closest to the bridge last night going over. Room for improvement. These two get pretty close sometimes on this one. So though, as Rose on the south to southwest corner. But I do hold an anchor point now in the craters. Try and hold out as best they can. This is about trying to hold the compounds now. don't expect too much crazy action in this one, early doors. I think the teams are going to draw the line in the sand and kind of give that sort of, do we go north or do we go south? And a lot will happen like this. We're going to see a lot more teams just making enough noise, holding their compounds, trying to hold some real estate at the moment. A lot of teams, though, do draw the line in the sand. We don't really have anyone that's doing a north and south split. Teams are committed to north or south. We have teams that do a both, so we've not got a team south with a 2-man 2 split on the north. Narvito topside, Penguins the same. JBN coming over now as they hit for that Severny, following that rotation from those two teams. Twisted Minds, though, further south as they did hit that plane, and they're hoping that we're going to see they will see or hope that it's going to go for that northeast. I'm just looking this. Okay, so from a caster's point of view, and this by all means is no super rocket science. We know it can't end in the water here. We know it can't end in the water, so we know it needs to play our way. Now, for me, and the amount of games that I do get to cast, I do see it pull back towards Everest. So I make a justified analogy that it might pull back to south, right? If it pulls back to south, we're still going to see a lot of water then play. So then where does it go after that? Does it then shift heavy towards that sort of east-hand side? So a lot of teams on the east will be happy with that one. Teams now going on the south. Now, my other logic, though, is that there is a lot more land mass in that north. So expect that maybe we might see some of these teams up on this north side actually get a better call. Fogarty gets a confirm off as our Penguins do put 2 on the board. So, the second time now, Solo do hold out, and that's what I was worried about, right? So, it does pull back towards that Everest side, does kind of convince for that sort of south side, right? EA versus BBL, as they're going to wrap it. I think BBL might be great for they've still got this compound. This now is a key compound here. BBL rotating straight behind it. I believe ABC smash. I'm not 100% sure. No one's ever 100% confirmed it to me. I can try and get it confirmed for you. BBL are hounding him. Lose one. Maybe a second now. BBL, the aggressor. Whew. That's madness. Narvi now also backfilling. Mr. Mines get a confirm on win or die. And DA, let's have a confirm. BBL are down and out. SRM take for the Highlands. Return back in. Otto's mix wants a second go now at this as they do get Solo. Able to get 4 strong here. He's going to know SRM. Has he not seen him? He's seen him. There goes one. They now to put their head on the swivel. Last player now for Solo. In the car. Disengage. See you later. Leave them 2 to fight. JPN, I feel that's in a good spot. SRM though. Receive a knock. Getting the confirms. The Solo are now down. Confirm though, slowly coming in from Rose there. No, is he gone to the compound with DAR? Actually, they've left, so they'll be alright. SRM pushing forward. Jordan's though, get another kill on the board. Solo. Go down. Look at this. How backfilling. AA looking to go for the backfield. DA and Navi. Mate, this is mental. This is zone shift. Hard. Not helping. It's actually allowed a lot of teams. Oh, trying to get over. I think that smoke might be enough. Obviously, we'll be able to get that. This car's going to go. They are lucky that didn't cause more of a bigger explosion for them. Push now coming from going down. Code Marco, final player. Navi clutches up that one. GG's. Okay, Zone Shift though does push back, so we do leave the top side here. AA backfilling How now. So on the top side, nade coming up as runner. That's got a great nade. We just get there in time. Second nade only splash damage. After all, want to try and secure the pressure here. Schofield though is further round, so he keeps the angles. Could cause issues in. Now can call that. He does actually get this visibility on that the guys need to turn around. Mad able to maybe try and hold the outside here. Oh, what a nade. SRM are on fire this evening. Catch that one right in the face. It's like a basketball shot. Oh, yeah, are they resident disengaging? I want to fight another day in this one. Yeah. They've gone. They're out this one. Toxic want to play low on the Everest side and try and catch these teams coming out. After all, are wrapping round. But look at this. Our Auto Mix who were on the fight at the top between them and Solo now come down. Oh, eventually going down, and now SRM 4 kills on for them, and they hold the high ground. Look at this. After all, they turn the section back. They Kim the team for after all. This is a good play. They might come back and like look to close the door on SRM as they've extended really far out. And how would be surprised if they get here and stop and go, do you know what, boys? Like, we've leapfrogged Jaren. Let's hold out. SRM scrabbling forward now. Oh, Akiko goes down. Big shot though coming through. Molly's not bad. Doesn't quite get what he needs. Using another one. SRM are just on fire. Jump shot, baby. Second as well. Oh, and goes down and out, unfortunately, though. For him, they do pick up one. Maybe in they wrap themselves out. They've got Toxic right in front of him. This is not a great zone at all. Well, not for us anyway. Oh, no, it's great for us. Not great for the players. Those shift those going further down at Navi now leave. Will die. Penguins, Twisted Minds, Rose though. They are sitting in hospital. They'll be happy. Question mark though do have a compound. They also got a wonderful ridge. Feel first should hold there, I reckon. UCF centralised up. They'll be hoping it pulls back towards them. Otto's Mix goes on that south side. Everybody else though. Oh my god, look at this madness that's going to unfold at the top. 13 teams, phase 4. Extra couple from last round. Oh, disgusting shot. Just one apiece. Toxic will now needs a hole, but they've got problems here. Still able to get in. So might need to move their vehicles. Room for improvement. It's very hard for room for improvement now because they won't have a lot of visibility on this side. So if teams can get the smoke and get over, they're able to crash in. But while teams are hitting the outside, it will be a harder momentum shift. Navi though will want to try and move into Solo. Solo got to try and hold their compound. Will die. I think it's about timing for them. What time do they crash in? They've got to be on the ball now Will die. Drop though comes in for Rose. They sit in hospital. Good hold for them. Twisted Minds need to make a very open dash now. I think Rose will focus her attention on them. Sure they don't come in. I'm surprised I was rapping and coming on the hillside. I think Gadoozy will be waiting for this one as he does catch the car momentum shift. Good tabs from him. I think he's doing the right thing here, getting the car and just cutting loose. Oh, puts it under pressure. Oof. Twisted Minds getting a knock, but able to cause damage. Oh, for the 1 and 2, the tab will be disappointed that he got knocked coming out this one. But look at this. Rose getting a free kill as well as they leave hospital very, very quickly. Jason side though, the 2-2 split. There's Luke. He's holding up. Nade's going forward. Question mark though, lose their anchor point on the south. Unfortunate there for Twisted Minds. I'll try and hold. They are in. I don't feel like Question Mark can get out here. What time did at what point does Rose go? I think they wait for the zone shift, but it goes back to them. No need for them to. They just need to hold this bowl now. Navi go the adjacent way. It's Toxic now coming to view. Will die. Going pushing as fast as they can, but they do eventually get Solo. Solo going out in 12th place. This is a bloodbath. We've got SRM at the top here. Navi trying to push it. Navi are super tight. SRM have lost a few numbers though coming down. Otto's mix goes up as well for the fight. Oh, we're now pushing forward, trying to get around the smoke. Be eager to. Player now comes out. Smoke. Flash comes up. Nice though, picking up the player. Unfortunately for them, does actually have a flash in hand. Otto is down. As Window is sitting in the trench now. Pretty flashed. The pressure needs to keep on from these boys if they don't want to get flushed. Otto looks at it. He looks for the thing. 9 kills. One more maybe. One more. Get him on 10 pack. He's getting knocked. Waiting for the ridgeline movement. Doesn't quite get it. Takes some initial hits though as Ironman keeping the pressure. I think they want this car now to go. Oh, 9 kills. 9th place. SRM do go down. Harvey is still pushing forward here. He's got Mel's got the molly. Heard that car. Heard the smoke. Smoke normally means one thing: either looting or resin. Surprised they didn't get the. Oh, never gonna help. Left him on 1 HP. Oh my days! What's going? I'm not gonna leave him. That's disgusting. Oh, I wonder if he lagged out. Nah, let's say he lagged out. 100% Mel lagged out. Oh. Rose hammering the shots from the top there. Oh, I need that. Oh, well, that's come up. Ooh. Okay, so room for improvement though. They do find themselves now sitting on the outside of the zone just about, but they are in. Otto's mixed though. They got a ridgeline they can move into, a little bowl they can hit. PCF now to move in. Let's go tune in. Twisted Minds. It's a 2-on-1, I believe, here. Molly goes out. Both are out of zone and feel like surely Rose will just be lurking as they should come into shot. They are. Question mark need to make the play forward now. Car underneath is not going to help anyone. Christian does pick him up. So question mark, they do get that one. Pros though, look at this. They're just on the outside. 5 teams now remain, 13 players. It is a phase number 6. Will we have a game that goes to the wire? Will we see central dot? All these teams just want, they're out for blood. Those mix goes down, 5th out. 4 teams now remain. 4 kills on for Rose, as they are the only team now that hold those numbers. They got a car in here. They do. They are going to try and leverage the car they can. Marbo, interestingly, is in zone, but now not due to util. It's about timing. Room for improvement. Might get a slight pass now as our question mark guys below the pressure. Actually, but their push there has really opened the door for him. They're now pushing forward. Rose though need to get the res. As they do, they'll be back to a 4. Actually allowed room for improvement out to get their res. He was holding as the MK should really rattle. He wouldn't be surprised if once he gets a relief, he might be able to wrap up. Even might try and expose the angles of Rose. Up to try out to stop this. But unfortunately, goes down and out, so not going to help here. That they are now making the push. So over in Marbo do come out for this top sides. Question mark though. PCF though, I like them. Tryout has been caught. Vampire is down. Oh my days, that is a clear clutch from the boys. What I will say, let's just double check him, but so normal rules for PLH are you have to use the proper names, no funny names sometimes. I don't know why and how that works, if I'm honest, because there are still some random. But tryout, there's clearly someone trying out on Rose, so sometimes teams will like to hide who it is, which gets my mind thinking, who is that? 3 on 2 though, as it goes down towards the end. Room for improvement though. They have unfortunately not got zone. As long as Marbo can maybe keep the pressure on, Over might cause some problems here. Marbo needs to stay alive. Oh, he gets 4. Up to Marbo now. He's got to push the pressure on. 8 over the top. Marbo is out of zone. It's not great shots from Marbo. Goes back for some more bits and bobs. 2-1-2 as we speak. Noxie, top side. Noxie gets tabbed back for 2s. Undeep is extending for the res, so that is only going to really leave 1 player now. Molly and Nade. Molly's not close enough. PCF go back to a 2. Noxie can't go down here. He needs to stay up. Kovo is on the push. Marbo comes down to the side. He fights his way in. That there is not going to be beneficial. 2 on 2. Room for improvement team is grinding this one down. Two on 2, all in zone. PCF I'd say in a bit more of a difficult position. I know they've got the zone behind him, right? But Marble at the moment trying to lose his player. Goes down to the final player now. Wait for Marble to come out top. Room for improvement. They've grinded this one out at the moment. Off this though, he's going to retreat himself back. And he get a 2-1. I've seen crazier things sometimes happen. We saw Booker T do a 3-on-1 the other day. So it's just about if you can isolate the players one at a time. And big shout again, Booker T for the Penguins. He put a 3-on-1 and with the team didn't do anything wrong. It was win or die and they stayed super tight. He was just able to get the knocks well critical. And what I really liked from what he did was the hit and run approach. He got the hit he needed to, and then he worked his way down and then sort of put himself in a new position, worked himself back around. It was getting a new knock. Room for improvement though on a lovely 10-pack at the moment. I'm looking to make it 11. Love this though, looking to make it 11 also, if he can get these two. I think he's just waiting for the sound cue. He's heard him now. Might wrap around behind. He's got a bit of time to opt is not to go. Over Marvo itching forward. Does go. Winner, chicken dinner. Room for improvement, 11 kill game. Should he have moved back? Should he have maybe, because he heard the sound cue, so you could see he could pick up where room for improvement. Or was he too committed to where he was? Maybe if he got up and wrapped himself around, maybe they would have heard him moving away. Or if he pushed forward, it's a difficult one. Anyway, kill lead, so does go for room for improvement. They do get the damage, but PCF though get the assist on the board for that one. What's the leaderboard though? 9 kills for them. Good game. Rose though picked up a nice 5, even though laying in quite a centralized compound for quite some time. Question mark, unfortunately, with the 2s will die the same, but look, a couple of 5 packs there. Big shout for SRM. They picked up a nice 9, and Navi, they also put a wonderful 8-pack on the board themselves. So that was game number 5. Our normal games have just finished, should we say. The madness that is going to come out from our game number 6 will be descending. A lot of teams got to make it happen. They've got to go hell or leather to try and get themselves in towards that sort of winner chicken dinner. It is a scream, so it is also another time to try. Let's sit back, let's have a quick break, let's roll the action replays from round number 5 because there's quite a few of them, and I'll see you guys in round number 6.
Things don't always come out like you want them to. Push away all that you hate, but it's the worst thing you can do. I'm hurting, can't you see, from all the things you do. I'm drowning in misery, we never got to say goodbye. Oh, you don't really know how much you made me cry. You really are the worst, but I can never forget you. Why'd you go and make me regret everything? I never wanted this to end. Now I've messed up without thinking. Things don't always come out like you want them to. Push away all that you hate, but it's the worst thing you can do. It's the worst thing, it is the worst. Looking back, I see the dreams you had with me, the hope in those eyes when you look to the skies. Night full of stars, a soul marked by scars. Still you hold on.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Mark and this is ELITEeSPORTSEU and we are casting the PLH, the Pro League Hub. This is a private, obviously, Discord for all the EU Pro players. There are a couple of others sneaking in sometimes now and then, but it is the private lobbies to get yourself involved. You've got to grind yourself up, get to your big events, and you get invited in towards this Discord. Anyway, for those who have been supported already, thank you very much everyone that has been able to support us on our creator content code, which is ELITEeSPORTS. Obviously you can just go to your creator code, sign in with your account and hit elite. But anyway, the playing path ain't that exciting, so sit back, relax. It's our last game, round number 6. Here we go, it's match number 6, and I said, I'm not lying to you, the fight path, not the best, it's quite boring. A northwest, a northeast down towards the southwest, right across the middle, give or take, of the wonderful Orangle, one of the OG map, the favourite, the scene. Can PUBG make another map like this? It's always, I love when I see those comments on Twitter and people's understanding of it. This is just time served, right? They've tuned it, they've dialed it in. It's just impressive, right? Right, here we go. So teams out. Hal getting a free pass in towards Yaz again. Our Penguins are going to go out. A bit worried about this section though. This sort of southeast push. Will the teams be able to get the cars they need? Are we going to hit for their drop zone? Question mark will go late. Rose going for theirs. BBL same. Soda will push back this way. JBM will go for South Georgia. North Georgia will be taken by Win or Die. I love that Win or Die are still using my logo that I made for them, right? Massive shout. Kudos, boys. Logo's terrible. I was just learning Photoshop at the time. Oh, he stole it from him. They won't run each other over. As it is the PLH, they will have to let the guys rotate their way out. Zone shift though is quite late. It does crisp on the outside of that plane path and does present ourselves down towards that sort of southeast for our private lobby this evening. This road and RV being centralised up here. Sleep Dodgers will be happy also. Oh my days, what did I just miss there? Disgusting behaviour. That does remind me, I need to move my action replays into the final folder so we can watch them all at the end. Hopefully the action replays are coming through okay for you guys. I need to make a decision if I do stay with this software or go back what I was doing before, but unfortunately I lose things like the action replays, the animated stuff coming out. I miss the ability to put team logos up during the breaks. So I'm not sure. Maybe I just take the plunge. Maybe I just commit to it. Will Die topside. JBN though, as I said below. Hospital taken by Solo. Be able to be moving in. So I'll be happy here because they're on that Pachinki. Just demands. I think we might see a little bit of a push down towards Potato Hill. Try and move in. I'm still quite impressed. Room for improvement. Massive hold. Big question is though, should Rose have allowed that play to happen? I should have really closed the door. They had the control. Actually, Bivin was actually the one who should have done that wrap, right? He should have been the player that got in there, but they done the hardware. But then I suppose with question mark though wrapped in behind him, I think that really it drew all of their attention down towards that south side, and that I think was the downfall. Teams are rotating their way in now. There's Noxie getting close there with the Penguins. I just want to keep an eye to see who commits to where at the moment. Most teams are give or taking. We don't need to listen to the pitter patter of the feet as BCF do go for the long road, the S road. It's in the middle. The Navi will tighten up here. Uber is quite low down. SRM are extending for Potato Hill. Toxic though. Milter, they're in. They're okay. BBL take a tumble. What is it on? Is it a bike? Taking a tumble on a bike? Surely. Must have you might going back for him. Those mix versus Uber for Navi. Hyman. Deal crashes. And Deep goes down. How push themselves into this compound. Quite normal for how to come into this compound. I've seen it quite a few times. EA versus SRM. I said Potato Hill could be an interesting one. It looks like it's going to be. And on top of it all, Game 6. Game 6 is the mad one. Game 6 is the people that either it's dinner time, you're like, I've got to go. Let's just go hell, whatever. Or we're so far out on the table. Let's just do something crazy. Don't forget, though, scrims are for testing stuff, right? So, I know sometimes we get some funny people in chat, yelling at people or saying this and that about certain teams. The scrims are for testing. Cool. Ludo gets a long distance on Code Marco, so DA will be known as a team pushing top side here. Might want to rethink which side they come up on. Oh, goes backwards and forwards here. Looks like they disengage. DA go back now. All those mix chasing down Navi as they do play in towards the zone. There's a full commit here. How look at how we're looking for this as well. Again, I've seen this from How before. They will go push this third party action where they can. Tab for Twisted Minds. I'm in a little cheeky snapshot across to the house, so I'm moving away. Although are also lurking as they are, if it is coming around the trees, just trying to see if he can pick up any of the DA players. I think they are also keen. Phase 1. Bit of extension. Question mark though. I can't remember they dropped from more, so they worked their way down. I think they're sitting wait room for improvement. Our game at number 5 winners. They now come over. Bozo, they do hold for South Pachinki Hill. Solo pushing towards on Pachinki itself. Whew. Right over the top. That nade's not too shabby. BBL wrapping their way around here. Global Army and find himself with a player right on top of him. Just reminds me that I want to get in the third party. That nade's going to be good. So he closes the door on it. That is disgusting behaviour there. Oh, and he turns around for it as well. GG's SRM though, lose another one. Oh, what? Good shots though. Unfortunately, doesn't quite get the player. I feel like he's going to hit the nade, but it's going to bounce. And the card doesn't quite get it. BBL continuing the pressure here. Twisted Minds coming in from behind, but also JBN on the third. What are we on the third party? Fourth party, maybe? Nade through. JBN now one over the top. They want this as well. Global Army receiving some shots though. This is where they need to identify who's closer. SRM go down. BBL losing numbers now. EPL. We're going to have to wrap all the way around. Blue right front, one of those. Oh, he picks the wrong side. Mate, this is why I love Game 6. This is Game 6 behaviour. Just in mind, so rethinking that fair play action as they do now come back. It looks like Howe also now pushing in as we have our final player now. Digital Athletic on the hold. Shotgun in hand. What you want, mate. What you want. Shotguns, smoke, action. Now we're going to see the monies that come in. We hit the X-ray so we can see through. Well, that nade is going to be painful. Not quite gets the player that he wants. Haven't quite found him. There is no window in this room. So they want to get... I'll tell you what, let me do that first because at some point they're going to come rushing in. Yeah, back to a 2. Zone shift though. Look where it goes. Does central, but for the south, just in mind that they want to go for the third party action also. Now looking for the action. You know, they're going to try and hold out for as long as they can. I think they're praying for a bit of third-party action now. Real Die will hear this one. Twisted Minds have pushed down. Solo on the top side. Oh, like our Otto mix. Also potentially going to be taken on a fight. Not the only player though, is there? And does have Dove as well. Keen to ensure that Toxic don't push over, I suppose. They're running out of util now. I think they're keen to try and get some of the Howl players to commit. But they know they don't want to go for that smoke just yet. Digital Athletic know exactly where to go. Where they can't be subject to util. I'm laying down. Oh, I speak too soon. Good play in the end now, waiting for the util. The stack up is coming. You can feel the pack of wolves are waiting to go. Kind of feel like I should be getting that molly out sometime. Oh! We'll die. They're coming in. Digital Athletic might be blessed. For the bigger picture here. Die saving out. DA calling for reinforcements. Nade going out. They're now actually stuck in a corner as the wolf pack waiting. I feel like he's going to take off his head then. Oh, not just one but two. That there. Jeez. Store holding store. Got a molly in hand as well. Be calling out that he's come out. There's 2 pack on. Oh no. That's the wrong person. That person I want. At what point do we see a push from Digital Athletic? Looks like he is going for it. He's coming out his little cubbyhole for a second. Bit of a mad fight, if I'm honest. Yeah, he holds it. He's got the util. Out. Getting rezzed. Tordins though doesn't help. Waiting, watching, listening. there's never a way to go. Torrance is the man, no. He's put 2 kills on the board. Him and Lou are the only 2 remaining now. Legit Athletic, though, just the wolf laid in wait. Waiting, watching. Zone shift, though, comes back heavy northeast. Wow, teams need to shift back in. 13 teams with 42 left alive. We've just gone over 40 on the clock. Big wrap now is Solo. Take for Potato Hill. Question marks should follow up. And Rose, you kind of feel like they're going to continue that momentum shift in towards. We might see 3 teams now again back in the sort of Potato Hill area. Complete the though. They are holding. PCF though on the outside. Penguins though adjacent. Question mark under a heavy amount of pressure. Rose though still going. They leave the trees. Rose going in between. Twisted Minds now. Where will they stop? Nobody knows. Will they go straight into Lou here? Who gets 1? Oh, Lou goes down. Baton is a bit too far away for this one. Rose should be able to get the res though. Navi want to get involved as well. Just in minds. Look at that. They are madness going on. Massive rotations. Game 6 though, isn't it? Cheese. Trying to close his way in. Navi not helping. That Molly's really, really good. That should be 1. I think he's going to get the 2nd as well. He is. Good to Molly. What way to go? Question mark though. Do take 13th place. Navi cannot quite leaving the compound just yet. But he's out on his own. He's might be getting called back. The troops. Kills on the board for them. 12 teams remain. Torrance is on his Todd as well now. You get flushed out. Does get his player. Good double tabs as well. GG's. Slap that in my action replay basket and see it after the break. Oh. Final player now for Rose. In the eyesights of Twisted Minds. Actually gets himself out as I hit the X-ray on. Gonna try and watch. He's gonna flash or peek. Oh, I still have nade. Nade off the tree. Nade does damage as well. Flashed himself. Oh, unfortunately, Solo not helping this. Don't shift going back their way between to take the time. Haven't got much. He knows he's gonna be on that tree. Good cook on the nade, but I think it's not enough. As the gun skills of Twisted Minds close it up. Rose, though, do go out. The 12th place for them. Solo do hit the high ground, as now we see how working their way in. Our Penguins, though, wrapping themselves out towards the east. They'll come back in as PCF now go down numbers. 11 teams remain. A lot of teams are in rags, though. Is there a team that's still got 4? Those Toxic might do. Navi do still. On Solo, quite a few, actually. Room for improvement. Will they get back-to-back wins here? Toxic losing numbers now, and they've lost momentum. That is a bloodbath right there. Oh my days. Very hard. They lost momentum, though, coming up. Swing back was always going to be hard. Other side, though, the Penguins taking some hits. Room for improvement, who were our game number 5 winners. Look at this now. 10 teams, 25 people. Can they get a secondary win? We've seen some madness here. We've lost 1. Lost 1 of those 2. They've lost 1. As though taking the hammer in slightly. The Penguins will cause the swing back. If they're going to do this, they're going to do it quick. Doesn't quite see the close player. Bibbin is further back. My way. The only person who can maybe save Daz if they do come over. Oh, gets 1, but not the second. Nearly whipping himself across here. Haven't gone for the first. Daz actually making the call that he's resin. Re-knocked. And confirmed. Goes down. Bibbin. Gonna have to get the brakes on and turn back round. They should be able to get the res. Cautious though. Smoke going out. Penguins though. They'll be looking for this one as all the action is happening over here. They worked out towards that east now. Getting themselves in. That smoke is a kind of like, as I said before, the telltale sign, right? You have a resin, which most of the time, or you're looting. You can see the crisp of the smoke. Room for improvement, I'll go back for 2. Watch the util now. Maybe start working their way in. The Penguins want to take a 3-on-2 here. Saw what room for improvement can do. Have the util. Foxy though, there with this nade. Nade goes on the top side. Twisting Minds not helping. Marvo gets 1. A lot more util endings at the moment as my ears come back into play. They've actually taken their kill and gone. Oh mate. GG's. They give up and go zone. And they find themselves in. Getting quickly before that car goes. Surely that car can't get him. That's them down. So Zone though is tightening himself back in. Our sleep dodgers though are on 4 kills. They haven't been that quiet. Solo wrapping their way around the top now. Solo only on the 1. Navi leaving their compounders. Uber reunites with his squad. Right, what the shots though out of the shack from him. 5 kills for them. 7 teams remain, so we are in the point pot. Bogati, he goes down. Solo are on the push. They want to deal with the Penguins. They know they're out of zone. They know if they are going to hit the res, they're going to be stuck on the outside. He's picking himself up, and let's watch the nade come over. Picking his boy up. He gets him in as well. Teamwork makes the dream work. How far Solo commit to this one. Foxy's out. I'll go for his car. Room for improvement though. Gonna cause them problems. There's one. But see, he gets in the vehicle. He can't let that zone touch him. Can't let a room for improvement bullet hit him. But it's not room for improvement. It's Solo. That is a horrible pinch between the two. Out. Find himself in a little dip. We'll try and lay low again as our sleep dodgers waking themselves up. 5 teams now remain. You have a solo, a duo. 2 4s going to go at it, and a 4 sits in the compound. Navi and Solo will take the fight for the north of the mountain. It's game number 6. Game 6 is always crazy, people. Wrapping around. 5 teams remain. Elite Dodgers lose 1. I want a big wrap. Gonna get away with it maybe. Doesn't get the 1. It's gonna be exposed now. Oh, tucked in. Nade should rain. Here they come. Take or break. That doesn't quite get the damage or the distance it needed. Rest of Navi need to tighten up quickly, and they are. That play alone, relieving the pressure from the team, was outstanding. Even if they don't win this, they're winners in my eyes. He comes over, goes for the commit. Solo does get the knock. These are 2 powerhouse teams now. Trying to keep the pressure on and get that res, I reckon. Good play, really good play. Solo having to disengage. Oh, random nade coming over the top. I'm going to say not random. I knew they were there. Good nade coming over the top. Another nade, though, comes flying over the tree. Leaves us nearly getting the confirm needed. Oh, going to stick to res. I've got to do it now. Putting some smokes out, trying to draw away. Uber is now going to have to try and take the pressure on. At least push Solo back one way. Room for improvement to go down as Sleep Dodgers eventually get down and out. Solo with a 4, Navi with a 4, Sleep Dodgers with a 4. How? I'm going to try and lay low as well. I think this is gonna go very, very, very quick now. So Solo, look at the bigger map here. Solo now find themselves. The Sleep Dodgers do the right thing. They've come out aggressively now, right? Sleep Dodgers really capitalize on most of the map. They're able to now control out where they can actually hold up. How, though, is Store hold it in? I am surprised because Sleep Dodgers know he was here. They took shots. So I think it's only a matter of time before How might get the kills that needed. Navi down to a 2. Navi down to a 1. Navi down and out. Solo lose 1. Actually, sorry. Navi not down and out. Navi down to their final player. They kills were down. Actually survived down. Apologies, Navi. I wrote you off there. It was just a bloodbath. Navi down to a 1. How down to a 1. Solo Store as a 4, as they did get the res on. Need to think about how they get in. Solo are out, so it's only a matter of time. As I suppose Navi needs to move first. Oh, yeah. Be waiting for that smoke to go. Solo don't need to move as quick, so they could commit. Take your shots though. Come out. Here goes the zone. It's gonna hurt. Oh my days! What a whip of a shot. Oh, and 2. That smoke unfortunately going. But put Solo on a 2-man. Sleep though, put a kill on the board. They're wrapping up the numbers now as they get on to 10. Solo get one of the reses in. They can. Now unfortunately do need to move as they will find their way in. Our org, I can hear it rattling. There's one. That's going to go zone. There you go. It goes down to a 4-on-1. Surely they know. Just got there in time. Sleep Dodgers sleeping it out. Game number 6. 13 kills, 23-point game. What more can we ask for than an AWM heady baby? Finishing it up. Sleep Dodgers though get the kills. Navi with the damage and the assist go with Solo. A huge, huge fight though that we saw at the end. Aldo picked up a nice 6-pack with a 2nd place after getting returned back to the lobby with the AWM. Solo only with 4, Navi with 5. But look at these kills. Twisted Mind put a wonderful 10 kills and Baton tucked in 7 himself. 6 kills though from PCF. Pacific Esports though do take 10th place. A couple of teams spread amongst the board though as we do finish up for the final round. That was a good, actually, end game. Let me just do what I need to do, which is heal, sleep dodgers. So they took game number 6. I do log it. I do keep track of everything. I do get all the action replays as well. Bit sad news. Unfortunately, I got turned down for Twitch partners today. Only because I haven't got 50 subs. When was that a requirement? You need 50 subs before you can become a Twitch partner, but you can put out some great content and pick some numbers up, but still, we need you to make sure you're generating money for us. I'm not sure if I like that now, but I've got to sit and ponder in it. Anyway, thank you for everyone that has tuned in. Thank you for everyone that has already shown support, love, and we're on 11 subscribers now. So huge shout, massive thank you to the community that is helping me get towards this goal of 50 that Twitch now have set. Never saw it in terms and conditions, but terms and conditions apply. Thank you very much for the players. I think tomorrow we might be casting. If not, it is potentially going to be a Friday, Thursday, be a day off. Watch your space. It might be a mates, I believe. Could be a PLH. I have to just wait and see to see where the admins of the Discord require me. I will throw out, though, towards all the action replays and sum up this evening after it has been a great. Don't forget you can hit !Twire in chat and go give us a follow on Twitter and on our YouTube at ELITEeSPORTSEU. We are trying to push as much content out that way as trying to keep up as we move into the 2023. Obviously, I'm going to try and figure out what events are on, what can I pick up, what can I cast, what can I not. If not, I will continue to bring you these actions from a screen point of view, and hopefully I just need to front the cost and get the software because it is outstanding. Anyway, enough of that. Action replays, they are coming. I'll tell you what I'm going to show you first. I will show you the action replays from our game number 6, and I'll leave you off after that with our finals for the whole evening, and I'll go raid someone. I'll see you guys on the next stream. See you tomorrow. Peace.
Why can't you just hear